Well, boy, oh boy, we got some news here that might be breaking. What the heck? All right, guys, we're from the Death Can't Wait studios of Arizona. This is the Tuesday show. Hit the like. We're live with the MMA-Holes. All right.
Wonderful.
How you doing? Welcome Tuesday. We just came back from Ellie's second jiu-jitsu class. 5 years old. She's going to be a jiu-jitsu monster. And I'll talk about that if you guys are interested. I'm a jiu-jitsu dad. Unbelievable. I got to be careful. Got to make sure no one knows about this channel at the academy because I haven't been easy on jiu-jitsu. But, you know, I'm there. I'm supporting. And Ellie, she attained her white belt. We'll be giving you updates on how Ellie does. I'm officially that guy. Don't worry, no fear. I'm not going to turn into some of these other channels just like, the daughter's in jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu. I'll just give you updates if you guys are interested in it. My son is terrified. He's not even 3 yet. He'll be 3 actually this month. Towards the end of this month, he'll be 3 years old. And we've been trying to squeeze him into the jiu-jitsu. And he's terrified. The teacher is like a carbon copy of Amanda Nunes. Speaks like her, so now I'm thinking of my stupid impersonation and shit like that. She's talking to him. Oosh. She's like super good instructor. She's got a gazillion medals and championships. She's quite impressive. And it's actually a really cool Gracie school. So, but yeah, my son's not into it. Maybe my son's like Dad, where he's just like, come on with this stuff. But anyway, we're going to be talking about some no more neckbeards in the UFC. We're going to go through the news. We're going to have fun. I'm actually kind of stoked to be live with you guys tonight. I feel it. I'm feeling it right now, fresh out of the shower. So let's get right to it. How's everyone doing in the chat? Make sure you hit that like button. We're underway on the MMA-Holes Tuesday show. Let's get a little cozy in the Dragon's Lair. And let's say hello to everyone in the chat. We hit that go, unlock the phone lines. You know the deal. Sign Logan up for a freestyle, and then let him dabble and beat. He's not doing anything right now. Yeah, he's too young. And even the instructor was like, she's like, don't you worry. He will get it. It's okay. He come to class. He could go on mats and shoo. And she's yelling and screaming. She's fantastic. She's really good. But yeah, he's so young, man. He's so young. So what we're gonna do is I'm not gonna force him. Like a lot of these parents, like, you know, foot on the back, get out there on the mats. I'm not gonna force him. He's gonna sit there, enjoy Ellie, and if he likes it, we'll keep going with it. If he doesn't, you know, we'll find something else with him. But we'll figure it out. He's still a baby. Wrestling is great. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see if he's into it, especially when he goes to school and stuff like that. He might get into that, and then I have to pretend I like wrestling. You know, it's a whole thing. Let Logan watch clips of Lesnar, and he'll be infused by the spirit of Lesnar. Someone donate 40 memberships right now. Dude, that'd be fucking sick, bro. Speaking of memberships, here we go. Mike H. coming in.
Most will you be my friend?
Oh, of course. Of course, Mike. I mean, you got the same name as my brother. So right there. I guess that means we're family, right? Shout out to Mike H. Mike's been a member for 71 months. Oosh! They're trying to, you can tell that they want to get the parents involved. They got a pretty big gym. A lot of, academy, I should say. A lot of people invested in it. But one of the instructors over there, he's like, Jess, I could tell, wants to get into it. And they're trying to get us involved. As parents with jiu-jitsu, it's just I know how hard I am on jiu-jitsu. So it's like I don't want to turn into I don't want to be part of the cult, you know, where I'm just constantly talking about it. But what's cool is the kids with self-defense and stuff, like, it's great. And the fact that I somewhat understand how it works by watching this and doing this channel for so many years. It will actually make me understand moves even better, which is nice just watching the kids alone. So that'd be cool. But who knows? Maybe I'll be like Al Bundy out there on the mats. Maybe I'll be like Joey Diaz. Maybe judo and wrestling. I did judo. I hated it. I couldn't stand it, man. I couldn't stand it, man. That's why. So I'm getting like flashbacks. But then again, I started later than Logan. Like he's really young, so I can't really I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But me, I remember when I tried judo. I couldn't stand it, man. I hated judo. I hated it, man. I hated it. If MMA was a big thing when I was a kid, I think like if the UFC was like a massive thing when I was a child, I'd probably be into it. Because as I got older, we got into fights, we did all that stuff, and always wrestling and shit like that. But when I was younger, like judo was linked to nothing. It was just like, why are we doing this? We look like idiots. But yeah, it would be good. I'm open for anything. Like I'm not gonna like talk them out of any sort of self-defense. I think learning any craft, even shitty taekwondo, like even that, the worst of the worst, I'd be up for it. I remember when UFC was starting. Yeah, man, I tell you, I came in a little bit later, if you really think about it. It's weird since I've been doing this for 10 years, right? But I didn't come in from UFC 1, so my dad was into it before me. Al Bundy's the GOAT. Judo and wrestling. Sakuruba is a shoot fighter. He demolished all the Gracies. Oh, my God. See, this is bad. This is bad. This is against the creed of our family right now. They got they have the rash guards and everything, dude. You gotta be careful what you say. Gracie's for life. I was here before the UFC started. Long time fan. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, my dad was into it. He was into it back in the day. The VHS days and shit like that. He was into it. I shit on butterfly at work. I do concrete, so I am obese and white mid-40s. All right, yeah.
Wonderful,
Let's
wonderful.
go. All right, so we got a poll in the chat, but the poll disappeared. It's YouTube just got rid of it. All right, so let me pull it up over here. And the question is, what do you think about, well, I'm guessing, it's something about Dagestanis in the UFC. I forgot how I worded it. Let me look for it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to vote. Do you think there should be Dagestanis fighters? All right, I'm going to say yes, of course. Of course there should be, right? 63% in the chat, okay, said yes, and 37% saying no. So get your votes in over there. I'm curious how this plays out. The 37%, 38 now. Maybe a little bit of a hater. Maybe. But there has been something said by Mighty Mouse on a podcast. He's Mr. Podcast Man now. And Mighty Mouse is talking about, he heard from a little birdie that the UFC is not interested in signing new Dagestani talent. Okay, so I'm going to play you that. But we got a bunch of news to get through. And the thing that popped off right off the bat when I went live. Okay, now this is not anything set in stone, but it's something I would like to talk to you guys about. Kevin Holland posted on his Instagram, Holland versus Masvidal. Coming soon, UFC 332. Okay, Masvidal has been flirting with the idea of coming back to the UFC. Kevin Holland said he's kind of a novelty guy now. I don't think this guy even wants to fight for a belt. He just wants to kind of have some fun fights, be big mouth, and it's a shame because he has a lot of talent, especially at welterweight. I think that's the appropriate weight class for him. So he's flirting with the idea of inviting Masvidal back to the UFC and fighting him, I would imagine, at welterweight. I'm guessing. Maybe not. Maybe Masvidal can't make welterweight anymore. I don't even know. He's that extra hair on his head might make him a little heavier. Who knows?
Wonderful.
But I want to know in the chat, would you be interested in something like this? Because I got to be honest with you, I love it. I think this is actually an interesting fight. Holland Masvidal sounds like a car crash that I would truly enjoy. And yeah, feed this to me, man. Like this would be great. This would be a great one. Kevin Holland and George would be interesting, right, Vince? Like when I saw this, I was like, is this official? And it just looks like Holland's flirting with this idea, and I think he's got something here. Because if you're not going to do Leon versus Masvidal, which is the no-brainer, like the three-piece in Minnesota, the whole history there, that is the one that should happen. But if that's not going to happen, I understand they flirted with the idea of Conor. I think that ship has sailed. I don't know. I don't think he's even on Conor's radar right now. And Masvidal's taking some shots on these prediction shows and whatever. Or whatever shows you want to call it, Chris Weidman and Poirier. You could tell Masvidal's trying to dig a little bit. Poirier's trying to dig at Conor just to kind of get something moving a little bit. Maybe they'll take Poirier out of retirement. Maybe they'll bring Masvidal back to the UFC. I don't know if it's quite going to work for Masvidal. So, yes, Leon Edwards would make all the sense in the world. And if that doesn't work, why not? Why not Loudmouth? Why not? This stream is sponsored by APAC. Shout out to Smokey. Look at this. Hey, the goals are working again. Let's go, champs. That's nice. Smokey dropped one in there. Trying to unlock the phone lines. And becoming top dog. Thank you, Smokes.
Beast was good. Bit of shit acting, but overall pretty good. Dan McPherson was the best part of that movie. 100%. Good watch, WW.
So I didn't know anything about Daniel McPherson. Thank you. Hey, let's put him up in the lights over here. I think it's a solid movie considering I was thinking it's going to be a piece of shit, right? I want to ask you, the Aussies, like when they were on the boat and shit like that, is that how the Aussies act? Because it seemed like a little over the top and crazy, but then I'm like, hey, these are Aussies, man. Like, I think they're supposed to be like this. I don't know. Maybe it was a goofy version of wacky Australians on a ship. But yeah, let me know how accurate that was. I'm curious. We got Smeeks as the top dog. And if anyone else saw the piece, fuck it. We'll talk spoilers and shit like that. It's been out long enough. It's on streaming. If you didn't like it, then you should have watched it. But yeah, the lead actor, his name is McPherson. Yeah, he was great. He reminded me of Volkanovski. He was fucking great. Like, he carried the movie. The movie literally sat on his shoulders. Russell Crowe had a part, but it wasn't like a massive part. Russell did good. He's usually good in movies, but McPherson was fantastic. Bit over the top, but that dude acts like that mostly in movies too. So you talk about Hemsworth or the guy on the boat? The guy on the boat was like this cartoon character, Australian. But I was like, I could see like Aussie fishermen being a little crazy like that. Maybe I'm off. I don't know. Americans are churning out as many good wrestlers as Dagestani and Chechnya, excuse me. They're just not all getting into MMA. Okay. Well, listen, I think this is going to be a theme of the entire stream.
Wonderful.
Little Dr. Seuss for you there. I believe that this will be something we're going to be flirting with as we go through. I didn't play the Mighty Mouse clip yet, but the No More Neckbeards, some people don't like it. When we did the Moss and Jesse show, greatest, I don't know what kind of channel you want to call it, a side project in the world, Moss and Jesse show, check it out. It's doing phenomenal every Monday, MOSJESSE. Mexican martial arts. Jesse made an analogy to like Raph, and he goes, he said something pretty funny. He goes, Raph is literally like the worst part of the sport according to the fans, right? Because everyone's saying, stand him up, this sucks, boo. You know, they're always booing when they're on the ground, and Raph is literally just that, right? So now when you have this in MMA, I think it's an essential part of MMA. To me, it's a full fight. Like when you have the wrestling involved, when you have the neckbeards in there dominating, I don't hate it. Like I love Islam Makhachev because we're seeing fighters that not only can wrestle hump you, but they could beat you on the feet too. Like what he did with Poirier was very impressive. Makhachev. I like watching these hybrid versions of the neckbeards, but they're so dominating that this little birdie that slipped into Mighty Mouse's circle said that, well, the UFC is trying to do away with that because, you know, they want to get the striking going. You know, the people, chicks dig the knockouts. That's what it's about. And they like guys like Alex Pereira in there just flatlining people. You know, Ilya Taporia is a knockout artist. You can call him that, even though he's pretty well balanced. So, you know, these are the guys that they prefer because it's, I mean, how many highlights can you put on SportsCenter of guys just humping another guy, right? There's you can't, you flip on the ESPN and you're watching the top 10 moments in sports. It's never 5 rounds of someone dominating. Now, as an MMA fan, we appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like, I don't care. I'm good. I'm good with it. Like seeing someone get dominated, I'm like, okay, that's pretty impressive. But if you're trying to market the sport and bring the casuals in, you want to see people get flatlined, knocked out, all that stuff. So the fact that the UFC would be doing something like this is kind of ridiculous, but I guess I understand because it's a business, right? I don't think this is accurate. I don't think the UFC is doing something like this. Spoiler alert, we're going to be playing the clip. I don't think the UFC is actually saying no more Dagestanis because when they bring the Dagestanis in, the numbers are through the fucking roof. Think about it. Anytime there's a neckbeard involved in any sort of event, they break all records when it comes to streaming and people watching their product. So it sounds like, to me,
this is number one bullshit.
I don't buy it. But I do want to talk about it because I know a lot of fans don't like it. A lot of fans don't like the neckbeards. There's so many people out there in the chats when we're doing our live streams saying, oh, I hate Islam. I hate Khamzat. I hate these guys that are just laying on him. You get rid of the mustache, I'm out. I'm not into this kind of stuff. There are fans that are like that. So I think it's a debate that is fair. Now, the poll's back in here. How'd that work? What? Good night. The poll's in here. Okay, so 57% are saying yes, there should be less Dagestanis in the UFC, and 43% say no, keep them in there, right? So do you think there should be less Dagestani fighters in the UFC? If you're looking at this now, we're still early in the stream. We'll let this thing play out. But over 50%, 57% are saying get rid of them, saying get out. Interesting. I think we got ourselves a convo. You know what I'm saying? I think we got ourselves a little bit of a convo. As long as they can piece you up on the feet to not just a beard hump, then I'm okay with them. But yeah, just don't humps. Yeah, I get it. I don't hate it, though. I do like the idea of a specialist that is a grappler, and then you put him up against a striker, and you can see if the guy can sprawl, stop takedowns, keep it on the feet, and then completely nullify, a one-sided type of MMA fighter. I don't mind that. Or if there is a guy that just is a blanketer and holds you down, there's not really an or with that. I mean, I don't know. I guess there's something to being able to hold a man down and saying, I can literally impregnate you right now. I can literally, if I wanted to make babies in your butt, I could do that right now. And there's nothing you can do about that. Think about it. I mean, that is a thing. You even have Joe Rogan going out there saying, I think they should never stand him out. In fact, I think they should start the next round on the ground. That's what Joe Rogan says. And maybe there's a debate for that. I would say, no, that's okay. I'm good with that. I mean, if it's a real fight, yeah, you should start the next round on the ground. But realistically, it's a sport, and it's supposed to be entertaining. And if a guy's getting dominated and held down, the 10-second tat happens, the round's over, they get back up, they reset. I think that's a better way to go about it. That's just me. I'm forever a Khabib debt. Oh, wait. I'm forever in Khabib debt for the way he exposed the overhyped one. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, could you imagine being a Brock Lesnar fan, but not a fan of Conor McGregor? What the fuck? That's crazy. I don't understand. One of the most overhyped heavyweights of all time. Brock Lesnar. And not liking Conor McGregor. It doesn't make it make sense. I have no idea. I don't know. Someone help him out.
Super chat.
Smokey Smeegs.
Did y'all hear the metal detector go off? That means Jay Beers is here, but sometimes he rolls a printed ghosty bang bang, so you never know. WW sir.
Like, what are we gonna do?
Bear mugs emoji.
What are we gonna do with Jay Beers? This guy is always walking around strapped. I heard it. I heard it go off. I had to call security before we hit go live. We weren't sure if there was a threat in the chat. Thank God he's on our side, right? We are okay. We're at round 2 in the books. There we go. Thank you, Smokey. Thank you. Somebody open up those phone lines. Shout out to Smokey. Shout out to Smokey. Thank you for the donation, Mr. Smokey. Smokey Smeegs. Okay, so we're going to rattle through some news here. I made a list on X. I'm going to go through the people that like to look for casual news. The casual fans news. We like to tap into the casuals. What is it? Rico Verhoeven interview. What's this? What's this on? Let me guess. He's going to talk like a serial killer. I'm telling you, I think Rico is a human eater. Did MVP scoop him up? Is he going to fight? I did hear Ngannou will be fighting Rebellious to Spain very soon for an MVP belt. Are you into that? Let me know in the chat if you're into that. I did hear about that. which is weird. This guy goes from like Sam Alvey and somehow finds his way to Ngannou. This is insane. Anthony Joshua says he received a strict message to take Jake Paul out of boxing. Okay, let's hear this.
I always say, no matter if they move around and they run around, I'm that good, I should be able to knock him out in a round, right? However, I knew that if I throw a barrage of punches and I go in there and the referee waves the fight off after 30 seconds or 2 to 3 rounds, I don't think it would have been satisfying. There was a strict message that was given and a task that was laid upon me, and that was to get rid of Jake Paul and remove him from our beloved sport, which is boxing. Whether that took me 1 round, whether that took me 6 rounds, I believe the job was well and truly done. I definitely delivered.
Yeah, his job was to carry him for a couple of rounds and then finish him when he was supposed to. Yeah, that's exactly what happened there. And I do think that Joshua felt the heat from boxing fans. I don't think there was any boxing fan out there that was like, oh, please, Joshua, please get knocked out by Jake Paul. I don't think anyone. But MMA fans, on the other hand, may or may not have rooted for Jake Paul. I don't know. Justin Gaethje, 22nd slam KO in his amateur MMA debut 18 years ago. The buzz about Justin Gaethje before he came into the UFC. Anyone remember that? Like World Series of Fighting? And then, I mean, this is before even that. Let's see what he got here. Kick his ass, Justin. Oh, shit. Oh, let's get closer to that one. Oh, my God. What the heck? Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. Look at Gaethje. A young Gaethje who looks exactly the same. Maybe a little more hair. Oh, there he goes. It was so weird because that was the buzz with Gaethje, that he's got all this wrestling and this and that. And then he comes into the UFC and becomes, Mr. Strikler. Oh! Look at this. Oh, here he goes. Boom! Oh! Looks like some WWE shit. Holy regional scene fight. Damn, let's watch that second again. That's what I'm saying, guys. You got to check out some regional scene shit. Not only are you going to see like future talent get to the big leagues and whatever, but you get some great fights. So some of the best fights I've ever seen were going to like these little rinky-dink events, Premier FC and CES back in the day. Well, CES is not rinky-dink. That's kind of a feeder. But actually, is CES still doing events? I haven't heard much from them. But, yeah, like I definitely recommend you guys go to local fights. Not a bad seat in the house. Look, Gaethje got the same physique and everything. Not much has changed with the human highlight. Man, oh man, Gaethje's super confident going into this White House fight. You could tell. He knows the assignment. He's going to go in there and try to create one of the greatest episodes of all time on the White House lawn. I saw a hardcore slam like that in the end, Streets of Hollywood, or Mean Streets of Hollywood, you're saying? The other week. Let's go. Let me guess, a crackhead. You can also meet a hot cokehead stripper at a... I will say this. Women, I wouldn't hook up... I wouldn't look for ladies at the regional scene events. I would go with a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd bring a date, maybe. Like, that's a great date, to be honest. That's a great date. Like, you go there, right? You got that adrenaline rush and shit like that. Then your girl's all charged up. She's drunk. You take her home. Bop, bop, bop. You know, you practice some of the moves in the bedroom. Not hit her, but you know what I'm saying. Some of the groundwork. It's not a bad date. But if you're going there to hook up, dude, you have problems. By the way, here's Alex Pereira. He's in a movie. Did you guys know this? Now, I'm going to scroll through this. And he's in an A24 movie, and he's a villain in this movie. And it looks fucking good. The weird part about this movie, Nina Drama's in it. I'll show you in a second. But anyway, Max Holloway became a UFC champion. Wow, that was 9 years ago? God damn. I'm not gonna do Aldo like that. I'm not gonna do it like that at all. Zuffa Boxing heads across the pond to the UK. So Zuffa Boxing, I think I might start on Sundays if I'm really bored. and there's no NFL or anything like that, I think I might dabble with Zuffa a little bit. I'm flirting with the idea. I don't know if the people want it. We got the beers.
Super chat.
Beers coming in with a super duper. We're in round 3.
Most does Gaethje retire American hero knocking out Topuria at the White House?
Dude, Gaethje knocks out Topuria. I will say this right now. This will, for me, be the biggest upset of all time. Just because of the circumstances. Just because of where Gaethje is where he is at his career. I would find it shocking, Gaethje getting his hand raised and winning this fight. I would find it very shocking. I believe in Ilya. Ilya is so confident. It's ridiculous, his confidence. I know all fighters are confident. They're all going to win their fight, blah, blah, blah. But Ilya, I think he's got a time machine or something. Guys, he's very good. Ilya is like, we're talking elite considering his size. It's insane. Ilya's size and his ability to go up and smoke people, like, I don't know. Ilya is a monster, man. So if Gaethje can go in there and what looks like it's his last and final fight and gets the job done, it would be a massive American moment for sure. He might even get I'm not going to say. How does Gaethje win? What's the path? Decision. Just like I said in the Patty fight. I said the exact same thing. I said if Gaethje is going to win against Paddy Pimblett, it needs to go the distance. Because Gaethje, if he fights smart, which he didn't quite fight too smart with Paddy, but he's smart. He fought smart enough, right? He can't be making those Paddy mistakes, which weren't many, but if he makes a little bit of those mistakes against Ilya, he's going to pay dearly. But Gaethje could win a decision, right? Like, I don't know. Do you guys think he would knock out Ilya? It's something we haven't really seen. I mean, I guess anything is possible. But I think Gaethje's path to victory is you fight smart, you try to outpoint Ilya, you try to bully him a little bit. You know, you got the size on him. Bully him a little bit. Hit him with them leg, maybe bring back the old leg kicks. Maybe set up the high kick. Maybe, I don't know, maybe try to DP him. But you got to win by points. You can't go in there and make a mistake. You make one mistake, a rose drops on the mat, and tea is sipped. If you know what I mean. Anything can happen. But there he is, the human highlight. Some highlights of the human highlight. That's crazy. It's like an Inception, but I can't really show much of that. What else we got over here? Oh, look, we're live. Check that out. All right. Ratings for NBA. All right, this is something that's really important that I need to show you guys. How many people in the chat think Sean Strickland's an anti-Semite? Let me know in the chat with a raise of hands. Okay? Or actually, I don't know if you can get to the hand emojis quick enough. A yes or a no. Is Sean Strickland an anti-Semite? Because I might show you something here that's going to blow your mind. 2 weeks away. Yeah, J-Beers, it's going to get crazy. Fight week of the White House card is going to be probably one of the most fun weeks we've done ever. I might have to do a stream every single day. I might have to stream every single day. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I might have to.
Super chat.
JB is dropping a super duper. We're in the fourth round.
Let me ask you this: win or lose, does Gaethje retire at the White House?
Yes. I think win or lose, if you're going to lay down the gloves, that is the best place for an American to do it. In fact, I'll put it to you this way. If Derek Lewis, say he gets embarrassed, I think Lewis should do it too, man. And then become like a podcaster or something, run around with Rampage or I don't know. I feel like Lewis should be an influencer. What the hell is he doing? What does he got to do in the cage anymore? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, J Beers. Thank you for the support. All the donations tonight, go to this channel. Okay? Unlike any other night where I spend it on hookers and cocaine, tonight, the donations go to this channel. Now, I can't guarantee the other nights. It might go to Cycling Frog. It might go to extra rash guards for Ellie. I don't know. But tonight is to this channel. So if you're going to donate, this might be the night to do it. And thank you. The top dog's still the Smeegs. We're one round away from getting the phone calls. Thank you, guys. How many retirements will happen? Let me think. Oh, I mean, okay, you ready? Michael Chandler. That's another one. Actually, you may even be able to make a better argument. Wait, did we answer the question about Sean Strickland being anti-Semite? Let's see. We're all over the place. No way. Okay. A little bit. Yes. It only looks like one person thinks that he might be an anti-Semite. You can answer again if you'd like. Michael Chandler could possibly be another one. Because he said, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. That's words from Michael Chandler. If he gets stung by Timu McGregor, Brazilian McGregor, and just gets flatlined, you got to lay the gloves down at the White House, man. You got to do it. And then he could be a motivational speaker. He could adopt some more black kids. I don't know. He could do whatever. Sky's the limit. You thought you were donating for the Coke party? That might be next stream. But tonight, to the channel. Okay, let's get to this video. Here we go. Ready, guys? Get ready. I want you to get really close to your speakers, because you might hear something that you'd be shocked about. Here we go.
Listen, you guys. I'm fucking joking. I'm Israeli straight here. You guys are good dudes. I like you guys, man. This is one of the baddest motherfuckers I know. If you think what I say about Israel's bad, you should see what I say about whites, the Mexicans, the blacks, bro. I say way worse shit, bro. This is
Okay, I got to pause it for a second because I know what that music might jam us up. But you heard him so far, right? Isn't this crazy?
The gym environment is how we joke. This guy's a fucking savage.
When did he start talking like he's 80? I don't know what's going on, but his voice, we've heard it progressively get raspier, but it's getting to the point where it's like, get off my lawn, you kid. What are you?
Fucking support this man. He's a fucking G. And not only that, he's a fucking great training partner of mine.
Okay, so what's Sean's saying here? Let me translate. That guy's Jewish. Okay, you stuck around. You got here. You lasted 31 minutes. Here's a clip of the topic of tonight's show. Okay? No more neckbeards in the UFC. We finally made it here. Isn't it crazy? It took 30 minutes, but we're here. For those of you that got here, congratulations. You made it once again.
Super chat.
We got phone lines, boys. Let's go.
It's paying almost 3-1 for either fighter to win in round 1 by any means. Gonna catch me throwing some shekels down, but not sure who yet. Gus JG. Thoughtful face emoji. Man shrugging emoji.
It's paying almost 3-1 for either fighter to win in round 1. Okay, by any means, gonna catch. So which one are we talking about? Justin Gaethje you're talking about? I mean, I think you're going to get some good plus money betting on something Gaethje-wise for sure. You're going to get nice plus money. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't, but what do I know? You need to do that. I was wrong about Sean Strickland's tattoo. Okay, yeah, we got that out of the way. Now that's all taken care of. Hey, shout out to Smokey and J-Beers for unlocking the phone lines. We will take phone calls on a Tuesday night, which is fantastic. But let me get through the news, of course, and then we'll talk to the people over there. It's always good to open up the conversation via phones. What subscriber goal on Gummy Gang for you to make it your main channel? There, as you could tell, I never say subscribe on the Gummy Gang. Like when I'm on there, I never really. Every once in a while, I'll say hit the like. I don't even know why I even bother saying that. We will never grow the Gummy Gang. The only reason why it has subscribers is because this channel got strikes. And we would do fight reactions over there. So it's just kind of a throwaway wipe your ass with channel, but I like it. This is better. Let's be honest. I know a lot of people like, I like Gummy Gang better. Then I'll do a phone stream on this channel. I like that better. Then I do a Fight Buddies. That's the best night ever. Just let's be honest. All my shows are good. I mean, there's nothing I can't do, right? Then you got the Moss and Jesse show. Phenomenal. I mean, there's nothing I can't do. I'm not even. Is that a triple threat? This channel, Gummy Gang, yeah, it's a triple threat. I mean, unbelievable. They call me the triple threat. Gummy Gangs, yeah, but you complain over there too, so I'm not offended at all. Like, there are times on Gummy Gang where you're complaining there, you're complaining over. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
I heard a rumor recently that they're not letting any more Dagestans or Russian guys in the organization because they're that fucking good.
Really?
Because they would just destroy everybody. right? Could you imagine more Umar Nurmagomedovs? Could you imagine that? The guy who's a striker, blah, 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 blah. I'm taking you down. I'm grounding and pounding you. I heard a rumor recently that.
Okay, so he's lying.
Wonderful.
This rumor he probably heard from a streamer. He didn't hear it from the UFC. It's bullshit. Don't listen to Mighty Mouse anymore. This guy over here, when you're talking about what he's done in the UFC, or if you're talking about X's and O's to a fight that's already happened, this is very important. It's very important. Everyone listen up. This is very important. Listen to Mighty Mouse after a fight. Because when he breaks down, like, the lead up to a fight, chances are he's leading you in the wrong direction. And then you're going to say, well, Mighty Mouse says this is going to happen, and then he's got it wrong. He's wrong more than he's right with a prediction. But when it comes to X's and O's afterwards, like breaking down why certain things happened, fantastic. Fantastic. Mighty Mouse is a content creator now. He's not a fighter anymore, although he's one of the best that's ever done it. He's a content creator. And by saying this, and I'll play it again, what's your source? I know a lot of people are like, I can't tell you who my source is because then I can't, then I can't get any more information from this person. This is not true. This is not true.
I heard a rumor recently that they're not letting any more Dagestans or Russian guys in the organization because they're that fucking good.
This is bullshit. Now he's sucked off Islam and these guys. He's been in the gym, Khabib, he's trained with them, this and that. Some of the biggest numbers that the UFC has ever gotten had neckbeards involved. You could headline an event in New Jersey because a neckbeard is involved. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you put the neckbeard. It's going to get some crazy-ass number, crazy-ass tractions. It's just a thing. There's an international fan base that's crazy. And for some reason, if you got a neckbeard involved, the crowd turns team neckbeard, and even over Americans. It's about money. So what? And the neckbeards, the Dagestanis, are becoming so much more balanced than they've ever been. We're seeing these guys doing kicks, whimsical kicks, spinning around, flipping around, and then taking you down and laying on you, or they can fucking head kick you. They can hit you with a spinning elbow. They could do anything, like anything within the rules of mixed martial arts. These guys can do. So, of course, they're going to bring them in. They're going to take the best of the best, bring them over, and have them all fight. And maybe eventually start fighting each other. It is what it is. But that's bullshit, man. Now, you can't take everyone from Dagestan. So maybe that's what he's talking about. I mean, you can't take every single Dagestani over here. So if you're thinking about it, okay, then, yeah, they're turning down fighters, but they're taking the best. And I hate to break it to you, Mighty Mouse, some of these Dagestani fighters aren't good. We've seen in Bellator PFL some guys being, okay. Not the best Nurmagomedov out there. So you take the best of the bunch, you bring them on over. I mean, what kind of bullshit is this? Listen to this fucking horse shit from Mighty Mouse. Disgrazia! Absolute.
I heard a rumor
absolute disgrazia.
Recently that they're not letting any more Dagestans or Russian guys in the organization because they're that fucking good.
Really?
Because they would just destroy everybody.
Really?
Right? Could you imagine more Umar Nurmagomedovs?
He might as well be sitting upside down and talking out of his asshole. He might as well Ace Ventura it or some shit like that. Can I ask you a question? He might as well be doing that. The seat should be, he should be upside down on the seat with his pants to his ankles, his ass cheeks opening and closing into the mic. That's what he should be doing. And it's disgusting, Mighty Mouse. I've been doing this for way too long. I could see right through it. You're just trying to get the thing that's going to get clipped by, in this case, Dovey. And Dovey actually does a great job. Dovey, this guy over here with the Dana White avatar thing, you actually kind of like him. But that's what they want. They want to be clipped by these guys. Out of his ass, upside down. Go tell him. Go tell Mighty Mouse. The MMA-Holes told you the truth. Let's move on. I have nothing else to say there. Do you want to add on to that? You can. But I think he's full of shit. Now, if you don't like Dagestani fighters, that's fine. I'm completely fine with it because probably racism, to be honest with you. Maybe you don't like the Muslim religion. I don't know what it is. Maybe you don't like looking at people with no mustaches, which I kind of get. Because people without a mustache and a beard, it's a little weird. If you're going to grow the beard, do the whole thing. Unless you can't grow a mustache, then fine. But I'm pretty sure these guys, they got hair everywhere. They got hair on the top of their fucking ears, on their toes. They got hair anywhere you think that these guys grow hair because of inbreeding. Anyway, let's move on. Ilia Topuria is fighting on the White House card. We spoke about him briefly. Throw his face in the chat if you remember. I never bet against a Dagestani. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. They're very good. Yeah. As a Michigan fan, wait, hold on. As a Michigan fan, I'm very impressed with what Whittington has done recruiting so far. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Mighty Mouse and Uriah Faber have always been little dorks. Violence is violence. I don't care what the fuck is violence. Sing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You behind again. Hit live. Hit live. All right, so Ilia Topuria says his evolution of fighter as a fighter may not be fully seen as he expects as a round one finish over Justin Gaethje. I don't know if I'm going to have time to show my evolution because I truly believe I'm going to knock him out very quick. It is pretty funny that this guy is so, I mean, we see these guys that are confident. We hear it all the time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But you have to admit, when this little weasel says something, you're going to have to say, oh, shit, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Look at this guy's face. We've had confident fighters before, and they've all been wrong at some point. But you know who hasn't been wrong yet? This guy. This fucking guy over here, smug prick. A lot of times. A lot of times people don't like to see this kind of arrogance and confidence. I'm telling you right now, we said it a couple of fights back with this dude, and I was not an Ilia guy. Hand sanitizer boy. I'm not a big Ilia guy. I am now. A couple of knockouts later, I'm like, okay, I get it. What he did to Max, what he did to Charles, come on. What he did to Volk, what the fuck? I mean, those are 3 examples that no one in the UFC can really do. I mean, maybe if you're Islam, but you're probably not going to do it as convincingly as this motherfucker did. I mean, it's some of the most impressive things I've seen in a long time. Now, there are a couple of things to talk about. There's a long break, and there's a divorce. Okay, so if you're thinking that Gaethje might win this by decision, remember, if you're going to bet Gaethje decision, if you're going to do Gaethje, just like the Patty fight, I told you, if you're going to take a swing, hit the prop decision. Go Gaethje by decision. You thank me later if he wins, which he won't. The only way that this guy loses is if the divorce fucked him up. Like if mentally, like he's talking like he talked before, but that divorce really put him through the ringer and he's a different fighter. Maybe a little rusty from the layoff. Who knows? But I think that this guy is going to go in there even more dangerous because his baby mama tried to do him dirty. The chick from Miami embarrassed the hell out of him. The Nelk boy's like, what are you doing with that slut? And he's like, I'm going to kill you. And they were right. So now we have a very embarrassed Ilia Topuria looking for revenge. He's on a revenge tour, and he's going to take it out on Gaethje. And I'm going to show you why he's going to take it out on Gaethje in a second. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you a secret. A secret that you don't know anything about. I'm going to show you that in a second, and you could be like, oh, shit, he's right. Gaethje's going to die.
My ball sitch.
Okay, thank you. 22 months.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Clownzilla's balls itch. Thank you, Clownzilla. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being a member for 22 months, a champion. All the champs in the chat. Shout out to the champs in the chat. You're the best. The best of the cream of the crop. Unlike Kevin. Kevin's got a job. He's not a member. I can't believe it. J Beers. Whoa, we gifted 5? Oh, let's go. Come on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Casey got it. Somehow Casey always gets that membership. I don't know how he pulls it off. Probably active in the chat. Scott got it. Kazaa got it. Shout out. And Ben G got it. Okay, who else got it? Saint Fared got it as well. He looks like a neckbeard too. Look at that controversial one. Shout out to J Beers. Thank you so much. We got some stories here. I'm going to get through these stories. Open up phone lines. Anywhere in the world, you can call in to the MMA-Holes live. Anywhere in the world. Okay? Tonight, it's going to happen. How did the street soldiers get passed over? I don't know. I have no idea. The month of June features a ton of huge matchups with implications here. The top. Okay. Derek Lewis, Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje, 3 Americans that got electrocuted. By the way, I finished the Spider Noir show. Did you guys see that? What'd you think? Spider Noir. How many people saw it? Has nothing to do with any of the topics. But I just want to know really quick. Spider Noir. What'd you think? Slow start. Jesse fell asleep multiple times, did not watch it. I had to wind up watching it by myself last night. I enjoyed it. It's a slow burn in the beginning. But I stuck around for 2 reasons. Nicolas Cage, who was phenomenal at like 70 years old. Phenomenal. Over the top. Complete. We got Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man. It was great. And because it was Spider-Man. Those are the 2 reasons, and I'm so glad I stuck it out. Because once you get to episode 5, which I usually don't wait that long. I usually don't wait that long for episode 5. I usually stop after 1. But because of Nicolas Cage and Spider-Man, I gave it a chance, and I'm very happy I did. Very good. Once you get to episode 5, that's like, woo, we're going now. But in the beginning, it's like, whoa, what are we doing here? Holy slow burn. Jesse was like, and she would wake up. I'm like, go to bed. She's like, it's boring. I'm like, all right, just go to bed. This is an old people thing here. Clearly an old people thing. It's got to be. I watched it in black and white as well. I got the full experience. All right, let's move on. Speaking of black, there's Black Beast. All right, let's move on here. Zuffa Boxing, going to Ireland. Nice. Okay, so this guy's going to be a free agent. Usman Nurmagomedov. Let's see what he has to say.
Because we mentioned the Irish. I mean, Conor McGregor. 1, do you think he actually makes it to that fight? And 2, you think he beats Max Holloway?
First of all, I don't believe he's gonna come. He's gonna be a fight with him. This is first. Second, if he will, I don't sure he's gonna beat, because 5 years to staying away from this sport. This is like too much. It's very long. And third one, if he will beat him, this is good for MMA. He's beginning talk, and more fans come back.
You said,
what the fuck? What was that? Okay. Walker versus Peterson. Come on. What the fuck? Why? I mean, it's not terrible. It's heavyweight. I'll give it a pass. Let's see. Gaethje. Man, what the hell? Did I fall asleep for a second? What the hell was that?
Volkanovski and some of the pitfalls that they...
UFC, don't sign that guy. The hell was that, man? What the hell was that guy saying? Usman Nurmagomedov, just stay where I re-sign with the PFL. The hell was that?
Volkanovski and some of the pitfalls that they fell in against Ilia Topuria.
I got this skin tag. It's kind of behind my balls, a little towards the back. I was like worried at one point, but it's not really out in, like if the balls are hanging out, you don't really see them, but they're kind of like tucked, and it looks like John Anik. So I'm going to name this skin tag John Anik. Anyone have a skin tag that looks like John Anik? Mine just happens to be on my nuts.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Is there one thing worth avoiding with this guy? You don't have to answer a game.
It's obviously position. It's position.
Yeah.
But if they got, I said it earlier, they got compromised. They got put on their back foot. They got put on their heels on his second shot when he was in the middle of a 5-punch combination. That's something that I cannot do.
Yeah.
I will move forward this fight. I've told you before. You said it. You said it during my last fight. I do believe that you have to move forward, and if that puts me into more dangerous positions,
yeah, I will.
Then I have to do that still.
Okay, so you're gonna lose. I think he's full of shit. I do not. I think he will be moving to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like if this guy, which he's gone forward before, so maybe he's not lying. If Gaethje indeed will be the one that's going to try to put Topuria on his back foot, he will be sleeping in under 2 minutes. And that's being generous. Do you guys believe Justin, or you think he's full of shit here? You think he's just saying that so Ilya prepares for an aggressive Gaethje? Which, I mean, we've seen Gaethje aggressive before, so maybe he's not. Maybe he's not lying. Why would he walk forward like that? Why not to the side, but circle away from the power hand? Something Volk tried to do didn't work. I don't know. You're going to walk into the car crash? You're going to go straight towards the tractor trailer? I don't believe him. And that's not the secret thing I was talking about with Gaethje. There's more. I don't know who this guy is. Zuffa Boxing again. Don't care about you. All right, here we go. This is big. Now we're talking neckbeards. We found the key to defeating Islam Makhachev. Now, I know he has a blemish and he's been knocked out, but that was a fluke, right? This here, I want all fighters to take notes. Anyone that's going to be fighting Islam Makhachev, I want you to watch this video. I want you to study this. Okay? I want you to watch closely. Now, you may say, wow, his opponent's a little small here. And maybe you got to be this. I mean, he's about Volk size, right? Hey! Let's watch that again. Now, I will say this. Islam's like one of my faves. I like watching Makhachev, so no disrespect. But I'm just showing you, okay? This is the secret to defeating Islam Makhachev. Here we go. Okay, so there you go. All right, there it is. Okay. All right, technique says F Islam. Jesus Christ. Why do you want to have sex with Islam? Why do you want to fuck him? Technique, what's that about? Now, you're a member of the chat, so I'll give you a pass, but just explain, why do you want to have sex with Islam Makhachev? I mean, after that happens, I don't know if you can. Didn't hurt too much. A hairpin. You think he's got a giant, big, hairy bush to protect him? Maybe. He has a hair cup. That's what UFC events cancellation did to Holes Fest. I mean, pretty much. But it's not done, man. People are still going. To the people that are still going to Holes Fest, you got my respect. You got my respect. Actually, if Renee's in the chat, Renee, let me know that address. DM me your address. I'll send you those wristbands so you can distribute them. But Holes Fest is still on. He's a creepazoid? Wait, why do you think he's a creepazoid? Wait, hold on. I never got the creepy feel. I mean, I guess if you think the culture, you think the culture's creepy? Wow, why do you think Islam's creepy? I think Khabib's a little creepy, to be honest with you. Like, isn't he married to his cousin and shit? But I mean, maybe Islam is too. He could be. I don't know that enough. Justin Gaethje is retarded, so that retardation might surprise the poor man. You think he's going to win by super tard strength? He might. If you're not there, is not Holes Fest, and you... No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not fucking true. It's called the MMA-Holes. If you notice, I haven't named the channel the Mystical Mosticals. You know? Mystic Moss and the Mighty Dragons. Mystic Moss and the MMA-Holes. No, that's not... I named it the MMA-Holes. It's a community. I know the leader's not going to be there, but that's when someone else steps up. You know, someone else steps up. They go there. They represent. We gotta have soldiers. Do you think Donald Trump is in fucking... You think he's in Iran right now? That's like saying there's no war because there's no Trump there. The hell kind of shit is that? This is an army, man. We got an army. They can go without the fearless leader. And I'll bring them onto the show while they're live on the streets, in the trenches. Oh, it's still on, Holes Fest 2026. It's still on, baby. The show must still go on. And I'll be tapping in to everyone in Las Vegas, Nevada, July. So that means Tetra bowed out. Okay, fine. Fine, we won't see you over there. But we'll see whoever else is there. It's still on, baby. Man, jeez. You can't give up like that. Scott Coker. I'm very interested to see what Scott Coker does. Now, this is the worm from Labyrinth. No, it's a joke. This is the guy who drove Strikeforce to the ground in Bellator. And that's a joke, too.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So he did good things with Strikeforce. Bellator, not so much, but he did good things with Strikeforce. And now he's coming back to do it again. A third time's a charm, I guess. Another promotion is on the rise. Scott Coker.
You did mention in the press release the 60 million.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That number. Mm-hmm. What does that number even mean, really?
Because, well, here's the thing. I'll tell you a little story. So we wrote a business plan, and we have all the financials, and we said, okay, this is what we need to operate, right?
For how long? How long does that last?
We have. It's going to last at least 5 years.
Really?
Right? Yeah, because
60 million.
Yeah, we're going to go out and we're going to make money. I mean, what's wrong with making money?
Sure. I just didn't know. I've seen companies blow through 60 million rather quickly.
You know what it is? And this is what.
Man, Ariel pushing back. What? Because it's not MVP? What? Because there's no Netflix and circus fights? Ariel? You don't want to back something to rival the UFC? Because it's not Netflix and MVP, Ariel? Mr. Payroll?
What I attest that to. There's a learning curve in this business. And if you don't know it, you're going to be paying crazy money out because you don't know it. And you know what? I've been in the business almost over 4 decades now.
Why doesn't Ariel ask the hard-hitting questions to MVP? You should be doing that.
Know this business, right? So, to me, like I said, they're going to the learning curve. They're learning the business. I'm sure they're putting out fires everywhere, like in different companies, and because they're burning through so much cash, right? But I'll be honest with you, we had, we closed the deal, all the money came into the account, and we were like, okay. Then we had 2 more offers come in, right? This is a true story, and we got another offer for $20 million, 1 for 10, 2 for 5. They wanted to come in, so we could have raised $100 million just like that. But we said, no, I don't want it. I told Peter, because then I don't want to be diluted to where I don't control the company. This is going to be my company the way I want to run it.
It's interesting. So this is all Scott Coker. Like, Scott Coker got brought into Bellator, which he was kind of, I guess, handcuffed a little bit. He can make some decisions, but ultimately he really didn't have the full 100% say. Strikeforce, he did. So listen, let me just say this. Strikeforce, to me, was better than the UFC. Strikeforce was phenomenal. If you go back and watch Strikeforce, it was the shit. The production, the fights, some of the people that came over from Strikeforce over to the UFC and became champions. Strikeforce was very, very good. If Scott Coker can clone a Strikeforce league, put that out there, they say he's got 60 million. The one thing I will say, a lot of fighters love fighting for Coker. You rarely hear someone say something negative about Scott Coker. Like Dana White, you hear negative stuff, but Coker, for some reason, it's weird saying Coker over and over again.
Wonderful.
But for some reason, fighters like to fight for this guy. There's a chance. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be better than the UFC like Strikeforce was, but Strikeforce got devoured by the UFC anyway. But it could ruffle some feathers. I think if you give him a couple of years, there could be something interesting here. The problem is the UFC is so big right now, and you have these other leagues. You have like the BKFCs, and you do have the MVP thing, and I like one. You have these other organizations that are kind of getting the ball rolling and being interesting. It's interesting, like where are they going to fit in? When is Coker going to have these events? Is he going to go head to head against the UFC? Because if that's the case, he's going to get crushed. I'm hoping that he's doing something that is going to be on another night and grow it, and then go try to go head to head with the beast. That's what I'm hoping for. But if anyone can do it, I mean, Scott Coker could do something interesting. I just don't think it's going to be UFC worthy, but we'll see.
You know, and yeah, we have board of directors and we have some smart people and investors. Honestly, this investment group is very, very, very impressive. And so on the cap table, and some have a policy where they don't reveal who they are.
Okay.
Some do, but the people.
Oh my God! Did I just read? Strikeforce was good, but no better than the UFC. J-Beers, you didn't even watch the shit back then. You didn't even watch Strikeforce. What are you talking about? You didn't even watch it. Dude, this is crazy to me. I know for a fact, if I put J-Beers on a lie detector test, and I said, did you watch Strikeforce live? I guarantee he didn't. I guarantee it. I guarantee a lot of people didn't watch Strike because I'm an old man, man. I'm an old man. That's why I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. When the UFC was bringing guys over, I was like getting hyped up. The Jacares, the Luke Rockholds, the Daniel Cormiers, Bigfoot Silva. There was a fun bunch coming over. I was like, this is crazy, man. Ronda Rousey was Strikeforce. Misha Tate. Like, these are all fun fighters coming on over. Gilbert Melendez. Strikeforce was a fucking amazing. And to say that it couldn't compete with the UFC is bullshit. It was on Showtime. It had Jimmy Lennon Jr. as the fucking announcer. J-Beers, you're on your own on this one.
Casual.
Crazy. And Freeze, listen, you're bromance with J-Beers right now. You can't be on a sinking ship. You got to get off the Ju-boat. You got to get off. You got to get off of there. It's a sinking ship. Strikeforce was very good. Now, Bellator, no. Bellator was decent when it was on Spike TV. It was a fun circus with the Kimbos and shit like that. But it never was what the UFC could ever be. Strikeforce was legit. I can't even believe my eyes. I can't even believe what I see. Now listen. I know I got to be easy. There's a lot of casuals out there. A lot of casuals out there. I get it. And this is a home. This is a safe space for hardcores, casuals, people from UFC 1, people from UFC. What are we on now? 330. What are we on? Freedom Fights 250. It's a safe place. But never go head to head with the Mystical on that one. If you say anything negative about Strikeforce, you never watched it live. I'm promising you that. You've never seen it live.
That are involved, I'm telling you, are very, very strong and very connected to many different things, to the entertainment world, to the finance world, so. He
said 329. Freedom Fights is coming up. That's the next technical numbered card. Freedom 250. He did it again. If you want to be real technical, Bilal, we can talk about that. But we're trying to forget about
that. We went out there in the community, and so when the money got offered after we closed, I said, no, I go.
I actually feel bad for people that didn't watch Strikeforce live. It's like when people talk about Pride, and I didn't have the ability. I'm not going to fake that I watched Pride live. I had to go backwards, and I hate the fact that I had to go backwards because Pride was phenomenal. But I didn't see it live. I wasn't a fan then. I can admit it. I didn't see Pride live. I wish I did. You should be saying, "Oh, I didn't see Strikeforce live. I wish I did." But instead, you shit on something you didn't even watch. It's the craziest shit. Keep in mind, he likes Power Slap. Greg.
Who are your top 3 favorite MMA fighters all time?
Fuck, dude. Okay, hold up. I hate it because this always changes. I'm going to get a lot of heat. I'm going to answer this in a way, okay, that may be controversial. All right, I'm going to give you 3. Pride was retarded, was it really? I mean, what I've seen in replays, it looked phenomenal. I'm going to give you 3. Now, you say MMA, your top 3 MMA fighters of all time. God, why do I have to go just 3? Okay. I'm going to judge this on some of my most satisfying moments, and I'm going to judge this as an MMA hole. Okay? Most satisfying moments. Let me think. One has to be Derek Lewis. Has to be. Because I've had some of the most insane reactions to Derek Lewis fights. The other one would have to be Conor McGregor. I started the channel, built it around Conor and his rise. So that's 2 right there. Now I'm in a pickle because I have so many fighters that I want to throw out there. Daniel Cormier, when he fought, I was like a complete glazer of Cormier when he was a fighter. Not now as an announcer, as a fighter. Anderson Silva was one of the guys that got me into it. Chael Sonnen was one of the guys that got me amped up. Ah, fuck. Felony Charles Bennett. I should just throw him there because you're saying MMA. I should throw Felony in there, right? I should throw him in the mix. Oh, DC 100%. Here's the thing. People judge DC as a commentator. Actually, no, I'm wrong because I never understood the hate for DC. I would go to these press conferences and all this shit, and DC was getting all this heat, and John Jones was getting cheered after he did hit and runs, and he popped for steroids. But I always liked DC because he was the everyday guy. He came out of Strikeforce. He was a fat wrestler that loved to swing and bang. He could use all of his tools. If he had to take you down, he'd take you down. If he wanted to stand in the pocket with you, he'd do that as well. So DC's got to be there. Man, McGregor, DC, and Black Beast got the greatest wrestlers. Now, I'll give you another honorable mention. I used to love Uriah Hall. I used to love that guy, man. That dude had some crazy-ass comebacks. Can't put him as the top 3, but he was up there. I used to like Uriah a lot. Damn, man, there's so many fighters. 3 is just it's criminal. But I'm going with the 3 guys that got me right. McGregor, Daniel Cormier, and the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. 3 of my faves of all time. Let me know in the chat what's yours. Let me know. There's no right answer, but let me know.
I'm not doing it because I don't want to be in a situation where, I'm going to be losing control of this company because I don't ever want that to happen. So we turned them away. We turned away that $40 million.
Wow.
And when we went to raise money, what was amazing to me was we started raising money in November. By March, we were closed. Like we were like commitments,
wow.
Right?
GSP, the worst. The absolute worst. I get to see his last fight, and he did great against Bisping. I couldn't stand GSP. I couldn't stand him. I thought he was so boring. Every time there was a card, I was like, great, he's just going to lay on him. Like, I don't know. It was just, I was so bored. And when Johnny Hendricks fought him, I was rooting so hard for Big Rig. So hard. Actually, Big Rig, you might want to put up there before the whole steroid thing. I couldn't stand GSP. I couldn't. Now I like him. He likes aliens and shit like that. I respect him. I do respect what he has accomplished. But any guy that gets knocked out by Matt Serra, what are we doing here? What's happening?
Did you think of it?
None of my guys
that production.
Let me just say this. None of the guys I mentioned would ever get knocked out by Matt Serra. Not even McGregor. None of them would get and shout out to Matt Serra, but I mean, that's an embarrassment. It's atrocious.
Did you think of it?
I love the production, and to me, I think it's all good. It's a net positive because, when I think about
we should do a show though about our faves. Go down the rabbit hole when there's not a fight week, nothing's going on. We should do a reminiscent show and all debate each other on who should be more respected from the fans. What should be the guy? I mean, there's no right answer. I don't like to do GOAT lists because the GOAT thing is stupid. It's constantly changing. It's like the flavor of the week. One time a fighter will do something special now, and you're like, okay, this guy's better than that guy. Eras are different. Decades are different. Steroids were involved. So saying a fighter's the GOAT is one of the most retarded debates that you could ever do. But making Mount Rushmores as a fan, saying who should be on your Mount Rushmore, I find very fascinating because we all have a different opinion. We watch a sport that has it's so complex, so many different styles, so many personalities. What makes you get going? Some people just root for the flag, like Jay Beers just roots for the flag. No matter how insufferable the fighter is, he roots for the flag. By the way, I named 2 Americans on my list. I still remember that Lewis DC fight. Hard Night. Oh, yeah, he was so close. That was a tough one for me because I like both guys. I hated watching that fight. Volkanovski, Charles Oliveira, and it was Bam Bam for the Shoeys. Oh, I hated Tuivasa. I couldn't stand him. But I always thought he was super overrated, Tuivasa. But, I mean, he was a fan favorite. I will give him that. And maybe it was his mole. I couldn't look at his mole. It's tough for me to look at a mole. That's why I started not liking Ronda. If anyone has a mole, it's fine.
Chat.
But for some reason, as a fan, I have a tough time rooting for a mole.
I base favorite on who I was most amped to see.
Ah, okay. So wait, you said GSP, so you got pumped? I mean, GSP, what he's accomplished is incredibly impressive. But I never got excited about a GSP fight. Never. I wanted Bisping. This is how bad I didn't like GSP. I was rooting for Bisping. And you guys know what I think about Bisping. I was rooting for Bisping. And I thought Bisping did a great job from off the mat when he was carving up GSP. I thought he did decent. And then he got finished. Because I was open to see GSP lose. Okay. Thank you. Hey, thank you for the $2, man. Appreciate you. Greg, he has come into the community swinging. Yeah, Greg's good, man. Greg's good. I like when people can come in, right? Swing the entire conversation, right? But we're still on topic. Like, we're still talking about combat sports. I like that. So shout out to Greg. Thank you. A white belt of the chat. Scott Coker is talking. And Greg, if you want to call him, we're going to drop the link in the chat in a couple of minutes. We'll open up the phone lines. Scott Coker on MVP MMA. Okay, yeah. Actually, I'm actually curious what he does have to say.
Did you think of it?
I love the production, and to me, I think it's all good. It's a net positive because, when I think about MVP, and I know Nikisa. In fact, when I was at Showtime,
you know what Scott's doing here, right? MVP is in bed with Netflix right now, but that's not like a never-ending relationship. All things come to an end. All good things come to an end, right? So MVP can have a couple of events that Netflix is not thrilled with, and then all of a sudden, Scott Coker may do some fights over there. So this is the right answer for Coker.
And they're doing boxing on Showtime.
I didn't want to see McGregor lose me either, man. Dude, I hated watching him lose, but a lot of people liked watching him lose and dancing on me. Dancing on my tap dancing on my fucking forehead. I was like, damn, man.
Help put them together with their VIP sales, company, which is a company called Elevate, owned by the San Francisco 49ers. So, when he reaches out, I try to help him, and it's been a good relationship. And I always ask myself this question, including our new company. It's like, look, is this going to be good for MMA or is it going to be bad for MMA? Is it good for the business or is it bad for the business? And I'd say MVP is good for the business, right? Once again, you're pouring, tens of millions of dollars into the fighter community and giving, employing all these people. And
I see a comment saying would put Brock Lesnar there at a point. He was one of the bags. So I will say this. Brock Lesnar was great for the sport. Fantastic. Anytime you bring in a polarizing character, and he was like a crossover, right? WWE into the UFC. Anytime you do that and they win, they're violent, they got that swag, that aura, it's great. It's great for the sport because you're bringing in a lot of casual fans. You're bringing in a lot of people, and McGregor did it, Rousey did it. There's these people that come in and they just change everything. And I think a lot of purists probably weren't thrilled with Brock, coming in from WWE, but it did bring in a ton of fans to the sport. So Brock was huge. Brock was huge. Fyodor. Yeah, that was a G. Mr. Fyodor.
The fights. I mean,
I loved Machida. I loved him. John Jones did him dirty. He actually did pretty good against Bones until he got choked out. Leo the Dragon. But you got to be honest, Cliptainment, there were some pretty boring Machida fights, unfortunately. Like he was fun to watch, like that kind of drunken style. The Dragon. But yeah, there were some fights where I wouldn't watch again. Let me put it to you that way. Hold on, let me move on because there was some other stuff that I did want to get to. All right, here we go. Coker talking about Dana White.
When you see Dana now, what do you make of his demeanor and his passion for the sport?
I I don't really know. I know he's on TV a lot, doing a lot of commercials and like that. I see him more on commercials than I do watching the UFC because I really haven't watched it. You know,
You don't watch it.
Years. No,
You haven't like tapped back in to see what they're doing.
A little bit, you know. Like,
what do you make of the product?
I mean, to me, it looks consistent, you know. But you know, to me, it's like who. It's kind of weird because if you say who are the, you know, like name 4 champions from the UFC in the weight classes, I don't think I could do it right now, you know. And I think
whoa, shots fired from the Cokester. Whoa,
I think a lot of my friends can't do it right now. So it's just something, you know, like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's too much. It's on every week in front of your face.
Yeah,
too much. I don't know, but
oversaturation.
Maybe it is.
Oh man, Coker, you would love to run an event every week. What are you talking about?
So how many events would you like to put on?
We're gonna do 12 fights for sure.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
And
so 12 fights. So just once a month.
What's the goal eventually? Like what's the ceiling as far as how many you think is that sweet spot number?
Yeah, I think eventually a good fight company could do 24 fights a year.
24. Okay, they're doing something like 43.
Yeah, 42.
Too much.
I think they've always done it. Right?
Yeah.
But
since the Fox deal.
But the thing is, like when you have pay per view, it's different because then you opt to buy in or you opt to buy out, and the psychology of pay per view is very funny because when you watch a boxing fight,
I've said this before. I love even if the cards are watered down. Like look at that Macau card that happened. That shit was fire, and it was headlined by Figgy and Dong. I love the card, man. The whole card was good. Even if you guys got guys coming in from the Contender Series that aren't quite UFC caliber on the prelims or whatever, if we're seeing violent knockouts and shit like that, we're here for the carnage. And then when you get to the numbered events, that's where you put the good stuff. Back in the day, you had WWE or WWF, and I remember when I was a kid, it was like you're only seeing the big guys unless you're watching the pay-per-view. The other events that are happening, was it Sunday morning? I can't remember. It was the nobodies. It's almost like the UFC is doing the kind of the same thing. You're putting like the nobodies on the fight nights. You try to put someone that's somewhat a star on there to get people over. But you're watching, you know, the shit ones. And then when you get to the numbered ones, those are the big events. So I don't hate it, man. It just gives us more to watch. I don't hate it at all. There's a lot of people that want to get punched in the face. So if they want to do it, I'll watch it. All right, Skoker. I'm done with you. He said a lot to Ariel, huh? Okay, let's see what Ilya says here.
I don't have anything personal to him. I don't think he has anything personal with me neither. He's a nice guy. We just had a great conversation. We talk about our families, about our hobbies, all that. He's a great guy. And the only thing is that we are gonna have to fight maximum for 25 minutes. But after that, we are gonna have the whole life to spend some time together. And I will be up to do something with him.
It's so funny, like he's saying these nice things about Gaethje. I'm curious what he's going to say after this. Gaethje says he's a gimmick. He's a god. Annoying little bastard. I couldn't imagine being with him for 30 minutes listening to him talk about himself. I can say this. I would leave him too. No way I would put up with his shit. What the fuck? So here's what I was alluding to before. Justin Gaethje, I'm going to read it again. He's a gimmick. He thinks he's a god. Annoying little bastard. I couldn't imagine being with him for 30 minutes listening to him talk about himself. I can say this. I would leave him too. No way I would put up with his shit. Okay. So that... Sounds like Gaethje's looking to go to sleep. Sounds like he's looking for an early nap, man. So you have from Ilya saying this to Gaethje saying that. It's like, oh boy,
I don't have anything personal to him. I don't think he has anything personal with me neither.
This is gonna make the press conference very interesting. Come fight week next week.
He's a nice guy. We just had a great conversation. We talk about our families, about our hobbies, all that. He's a great guy. And the only thing is that we are gonna have to fight maximum for 25 minutes. But after that, we are gonna have the whole life to spend some time together. And I will be up to do something with him. No.
Okay, so Ilya trying to be sort of peaceful and Gaethje throwing fire. Now, I don't know where this quote came from. This is from Happy Punch. Usually, okay, here, Grok is this asking Grok. He said on. Oh, here we go. There we go. Shout out to Grok. Justin Gaethje said this on Fox Sports Australia interview today. It's like he completely so maybe Gaethje might be getting to the point where we're getting closer to the fight. This happy, like if you're like buddy with Ilya, he's just gonna lull you in and then knock you out, right? So maybe what Gaethje's doing here is he's like, okay, I'm gonna try to get under this little midget's skin, see where this takes us. Maybe I can get under his skin, rile him up a little bit, make him fight stupid, and then try to knock him out, or make him fight stupid and outpoint him, or whatever it is. It's interesting. So, yeah, they're saying it's real. Boy, oh, boy. What do you think about that? What do you think about Gaethje's words on Topuria? I think some may agree, considering how smug Ilya is. Don't know if it's the best thing to say before the fight. We'll see how this works out. Hope Gaethje wins. Fuck Ilya. Wow. Damn, Roy Trapler going in on Ilya. Gaethje's a lot of people don't like confidence. I mean, we've seen that for many years. If a fighter is too confident, a lot of people want to see them get smoked. That's just been a thing since 10 years ago when we started this. It's just like people don't like confident people that win. They don't like it. They can't wait to see them lose. And Ilya is one of those guys. Like, he's overconfident, and then he's knocking everyone's favorite fighter out. I mean, that's a problem too. Max Holloway, Volkanovski, and Charles Oliveira. 3 guys that fans like would go gay for. Jamie's a perfect example of that.
Wonderful.
3 guys everyone goes gay for. And Gaethje has gay in the name. So just you could see the connection, right?
Wonderful.
Gay Lord.
You can see the connection. So if you're Mr. Knock out your favorite fighter, and I'm sure that this man wants Conor McGregor to win so he can knock out my favorite fighter too, and then we have issues, okay? Then we have some issues. Then I'm going to have to take this up with Gaethje. Let's move on a little bit. Before I open the phone lines, Mankind's coming back. Sacco. D-Rod talking about Tijuana. This is it again. Gaethje going off on Ilya. People running with that story. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So Sean Strickland.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC.
What do you guys think of the new Bud ad? Okay, I probably shouldn't play that anymore. Sean Strickland's in the new Bud Light ad. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so there's a new movie coming out. It's on A24. A24 is producing it, right? Is that producing it? Whatever. I love A24 movies. If there's an A24 movie, I'm in. And that's a real Bud Light ad. Yeah, Vince. But that doesn't make you want to sip on a Bud? The movie's called Onslaught. Here's some screenshots from it. That's Alex Pereira. You may be like, why are we talking about an A24 movie? This is the MMA-Holes. Stay on topic, bruh. That's Alex Pereira. There he is, Chama. He's in this movie, and he plays the villain. Yeah, Backrooms, I want to see that really bad. Gotta wait for streaming. But how cool is this? Alex Pereira is this character called The Butcher, and he's in an A24 movie. I always give the A24 a shot. They take some real swings in their movies, and there's something here that you're going to see that might knock your socks off. As I scroll through this, here's the trailer for it. I mean, I don't know what I can show because I take myself off the screen. I'll show you pieces of this thing, but you're going to notice something here in this A24. Who's that? Who's that? Guys, the lead character is Nina Drama.
Wonderful.
I don't know why there's clapping there. Nina Drama is the lead character of this movie. Okay? That's Nina Drama right there. I can't even believe this. So, what's going on? You can't separate these two. Alex Pereira and Nina Drama in a movie. Look at there she is eating something. This is crazy, man. Look at this. This is nuts. Nina Drama. Do you think she shows the titties again? There's Alex Pereira right there. Look at him. Okay. There's Alex again. This is not good when it says what is it? The creative King Kong Godzilla. A little worried about that because that wasn't really that good. Okay, there's little clips over here. There's Alex again. He's driving he's in a truck. There he is again. Okay. He's a bad man, Alex Pereira. He's a bad man. He's the butcher. He's chopping people up. Look at this. It's bloody. Nina Drama's there again. This is crazy, right? Look, there's Nina Drama getting ready. She's squaring up. Alex Pereira. Look at this. What the fuck? He's in the movie. Why didn't they put Nina Drama's name in there? I guess Alex Pereira's the real star. Onslaught. All right, how many people? Should we all go see this together? Like, what's going on? Should we go see this movie together? Onslaught. Alex Pereira, Nina Drama. Nina too old for Moss? That's true. Yeah, what the fuck? Wait, someone's saying that I would be interested in Nina Drama? Dude, you guys are crazy, man. She's way too old for me, man. She's like almost 40. That's like, dude, that's a dusty ass cunt right there. Let's get ready for phone lines. Let me drop this in the chat. That's crazy. Could you imagine linking me up with Nina Drama? Who the fuck would be? That's insane. That's some old folks home type shit right there. That's crazy. All right, hold on a second. By the way, that's not Nina Drama. I was joking. I didn't. That's not Nina Drama. I was kidding. I was joking, guys. I can't believe you guys believed me. That's not Nina Drama. It's not her. But it is Alex Pereira. You guys gotta stop believing me. You gotta stop believing me, man. All right, phone lines going in the chat. You gotta stop believing me, man. What the fuck's wrong with you? You can't be that easy to fool. All right, there it is. Click it. I'll see you in a sec.
My name is Mystic. What's your name, and how can I help you?
No, I mean, this is Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Allheart, a.k.a. Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Silver Carl.
How's it going, Silver Carl?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Casper, and I'm a goat.
Sean, how are you tonight?
Mine. Which one's heavy?
Yo, drunk, what's up?
Yeah, this is DVSB. I have an addiction problem. Okay, well, this is a real gamer. Man, your voice sounds a lot faggier on the phone.
Hey, it's MJ, the artist formerly known as Kevin Lee. How you doing?
Hey, my name's Dan. I got a question.
Yo, Sanosi.
What's up, Snowy?
What's up, you guys? It's Justin James. Hey, guys. It's Kevin from Denver. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello, Mustafa.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Miss Pulse?
What's up, Pulse?
Hey, Pulse.
Clocks. Hey, it's good luck. Alexander.
What am I, chopped liver?
We're celebrating.
Ole.
Yeah, baby.
617, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Michael Ansimo from Boston.
No way! Michael Anzalone, you just gave me butterflies when I heard your voice.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Huh?
It's the knitter.
Hello, guys. How you doing? Hi, Jesse.
Hit the like button, you folks. This is the double champ. Yeah, I want to talk to you. You know I'm not big on talking about fighters that much, but... This is Jeremiah.
Hey, it's Kevin from Chicago.
Nothing. Gotta talk about these fights real quick. It's my kill. Jesus Christ. I'm over here trying to stay awake and shit. Jesus. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it wasn't doing it for you, huh?
Like, no one cares, Justin. Who the fuck's he talking about? Brooklyn Dodgers? Who the fuck them? I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, he thought the Brooklyn Dodgers should be the ring girl of the year. All right,
that horse.
Okay, Chrome, thank you, man.
Wait, he has stuff to talk about. He's making fun of Justin first. Don't hang up on him.
Hey.
Anything else?
Stay white.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All righty. I got the link in the chat if you want to call in. Can't wait to show you guys the jiu-jitsu videos of the kids. Or the kid, I should say. My son, he's not doing it. Anyone doing jiu-jitsu in the chat? Send your jiu-jitsu videos. DM me at the MMA-Holes on social media. And if you want to call in, the link's in the chat. We got Jay Beers. Jay Beers, welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Mystical, what's up?
How you doing, buddy?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
What's going on with you and Freeze? You guys fucking or what? What's going on here? I'm getting
Moss, I told you, I converted him to Jew Beers. I haven't. He's mine. He's my boy.
All right, okay. All right. I'm just I like a love connection. I'm all about it.
Yeah, I mean, you got your peeps, right? Like, we all have our peeps.
Okay.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
I like it. That's good, man.
I will say I really appreciate you making my points for me. Like, all night, you just making my points. I didn't say anything bad about Strikeforce. I said UFC was better. Now, here's the thing, Moss. I had Showtime, right? I seen Strikeforce fights live. Was I into it as much as I am now? No, I wasn't. But I definitely saw them. There was definitely great fights, right? Mm-hmm. But you're talking about like the reason that the UFC is so great. Look at this Macau card. There was like Song Yadong, right, and Figgy in the main event. It was a phenomenal event. I 100% agree with you. Carnage all over the place. Great fights. Right? That's why the UFC is number one.
Okay, but we're in 2026. Strikeforce was so the UFC gobbled up Strikeforce because they feared them. You know that, right? They bought Strikeforce like they did with Pride, out of saying, "Hey, we can't have these guys keep going." So they bought them.
Well, I mean, it's better than the PFL buying Bellator, right?
They wouldn't buy PFL because they weren't afraid of PFL. I mean, they wouldn't buy Bellator because they weren't afraid of Bellator. But Strikeforce was a legit challenge to the UFC. They were good. They were very good. They had great events.
100%, but they were never as big as the UFC is now.
You're saying
right?
big. Hold on. No, I'm saying they were better. Not big. UFC was still the bigger thing at the time, but Strikeforce was better. It was a better run promotion, I thought. It had better fights. So
you wake up at a 2 o'clock Macau card for Strikeforce?
The only reason why I do that is because of this show, J Beers. Probably. No, I probably wouldn't do it if I wasn't doing this show. No, I would watch the replays. What I used to do before the MMA-Holes was I would record and then watch them at normal time. So I'd watch all the fights, but I would watch it like with my buddies the next day. We would stay off social media, and I would watch it with my friends, and we would watch it like it was live.
I mean, that's the problem is I get fucking alerts on my phone, right? So it's like, even if I don't want to know what happens, I have to I can't look at my phone, period, or else I'm going to know what happens.
I would say this. When my buddies, when I was doing this before the show, I wasn't in any communities or anything like that because there was nothing out there. There was no MMA communities besides media companies. So there was no way to watch with other people. So now I understand why people get together and watch it at crazy hours, because we have a squad watching it together. If my buddies would get up at crazy hours with me and we would get drunk in the middle of the night, I probably would do it, but none of us were going to do that. We were just like, okay, we'll DVR it and we'll watch it the next day and just stay off of social. I wouldn't even be on social media. I wouldn't even have social media if it wasn't for the MMA-Holes. I don't. So it's I would be off, and I would just, especially movies and TV shows and sports, I would never want anything spoiled, so I would just stay off the grid, you know?
I will say, though, that is the reason that I love the UFC so much is, watching it by myself was great, but watching it with the MMA-Holes and, community and Mystical Moss, it just makes everything so much funner. It makes it better. I'm excited for every UFC card. It's so fun. It just makes it so fun.
Yeah. Hold on. We got a donation coming in.
Wonderful.
We got Mr. Freeze.
Nobody brings it like Jay Beers.
Well, I will give him that because not many people call in, so you got to give him that. You got to give Jay Beers that.
But you got to. I mean, it's not just that, Moss. It's I bring the heat. I bring the fire.
Okay.
You know this.
All right, we'll go with that. No, I stopped phone lines for a while because people weren't calling in. I was like, what the fuck's going on with people, man? Everyone was afraid to call in. So
I know.
I mean, Freeze never called in, for God's sakes. Thank you, Freeze, for the donation. Why isn't Freeze calling? What's that about?
He needs to. He knows his shit. You know what I think? What I think needs to happen is I probably need to wait until the end and call in at the end, kind of like Ann does, and not like when Jay Beers goes, people get scared. Like they're like, I can't follow that guy. Like, and I don't blame them. Like,
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe they're nervous. They're like, oh, he made all the great points. I can't follow that. You chased away Kevin from Chicago.
Boss, it's so funny on that on the phone call video. You're dancing with the what was it? God, what's his name? God, the guy that flipped his car.
Wait, hold on a second. What is Tetra saying in the chat? Hold on a second. To talk as much shite as you do, and then to cancel the event seems crazy to me for real. Hey, it is what it is. Tetra, you shove that lightsaber firmly up your ass. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. You're completely clueless, Tetra. And I got to be honest with you. If you knew the full fucking story, you'd be like, oh, shit. Okay? So just shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, Tetra. Like, what is... This guy, I don't understand. He's, like, supportive and an asshole at the same time. He's like... like, what the... Dude, are you that fucking miserable?
Supportive asshole.
Like, I don't understand. Like, how miserable are you? Dude, like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. You have no idea what's going on. Today, I was literally on the phone, like, trying to find a way to crush this bill that we have. It could cripple the channel, Tetra. Like, do you understand what's going on here? Like, the website that I run for fucking free, like, it's coming out of my fucking pocket running a free fucking pick'em league. And I'm getting raped by a server. We're trying to fight them. I'm going back and forth. Like, today was like the day from hell. And then this fucking guy comes in with his lightsaber. Like, oh, I know what I'm talking about. You have no idea. You have no idea. Dude, you can still go to Vegas. People are still going to Vegas and meeting up. I'm still sending the wristbands. People are going to be hanging out. I'm going to be doing live streams and bringing people in. Just because you can't meet your fucking idol. I get it. I get it. You're upset. But, I mean, what the fuck, dude? Like, you just say stupid shit. Like, all the time. Like, it's just like every time I look in the chat, it's like, there's Tetra saying something dumb. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? All right, now I'm done. Go ahead, J-Bears. What were you saying?
I will say this. Tetra, I was super disappointed. I DM'd Moss about it. It sucks, but, you know, again, like, there are legit reasons that it's not that.
I actually, I told J-Bears another. I actually told him another reason. Yeah, he knows. J-Bears knows another reason. It's like, what the fuck?
It blows, right? It fucking blows. Moss hates it too, you know. So like, it sucks all around. But
like, this guy thinks I want to cancel that. Like, what are you, crazy? You fucking crazy, dude? You have no idea. You sound like an asshole, dude. Like, it's you're on this fucking high horse or whatever the fuck they ride around in Star Wars. Like it's like crazy. You're on this fucking Star Wars camel with two heads, riding around like you know everything. Dude, you have no fucking idea what it's like running a show for 10 fucking years.
A tauntaun.
He has no idea. Is it a tom-tom? Is that what it's called? Like, dude, like, it's crazy.
In the ice world, I think they were on tauntauns.
I don't understand. Like, I don't get, like, why, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you have no fucking clue what it takes to do what we do over here. You have no idea. You know, I don't know. It's just annoying. But he's like a fucking thorn in my side. Like, I love him and hate him at the same time. Go ahead, James.
Moss, we are getting so close to Sunday, June 14th, man.
It's crazy,
like,
right?
I'm getting so excited. Like, I just think that this card is going to be absolute fire. You know, 7 fights. I think it might be better than 300. And obviously 300 was off the hook. The max knockout of Gaethje, right, was incredible. 300 was a spectacle. Obviously, you had Chama. Now we have Chama again, and Topuria and Gaethje, right? Like, to see Chama win, and then whatever happens in the Gaethje-Ilya fight. I mean, again, I love Justin Gaethje. Like, he's so fun to watch. He's never been in a boring fight. The guy brings it every single time. He is chinny, right? He's definitely chinny. It's happened. And most likely Ilya's going to punch his lights out. You know, whatever Ilya says has come true. Mm-hmm. So, you know, he's knocked out, obviously, 3 Hall of Famers. He's about to knock out 4, most likely. But again, like, it's going to be a spectacle. I can't wait. I'm so curious, like, how everything's going to look, you know, with the White House all lit up in the background. Man, you know, I would love to be able to hear the fans, you know, going nuts from across the street, and you know, who's ever paying the 1.5 million that can get through, you know, security and clearance. But my God, Moss, like this is so, and I can't believe that you're picking Hokit over the Black Beast.
I hate it, yeah, because I love the Black Beast. I hate it, but I gotta ride with Hokit because of the prediction from the Contender Series. So it's gonna be it's like a lose for me watching that fight. Like I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm like, damn it, I hate watching Black Beast lose, man. I can't stand it.
How do you think Blind Beauty's gonna feel about that?
Is she a big Black Beast fan?
Here's the thing, who's not a Black Beast fan?
I mean, yeah. I mean, my dad wasn't. My dad wasn't a big Black Beast fan.
What?
We used to go back and forth with each other. Yeah. I've dealt with a lot of people that have said they don't like the fact that he gasses or he gets held down, this and that. He has to just rely on that power. And listen, he was involved in the Ngannou fight, which I got to be honest with you, that's probably one of the most boring fights of all time. But still, there's always that threat of the knockout with him. We've seen some of the craziest comebacks where he was laid on, and then the Volkov fight is one that really stands out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest fights, right? Like, the comeback on that, the knockout, you know, how he does his little, goes down on all fours, pounds the fucking, mat like Donkey Kong and fucking gets up. Like, that's fucking awesome. And remember this, who is Donald Trump's favorite fighter? It's the Black Beast, right? So, he'd rather, like all these people that talk about that Trump is racist, he wanted Black Beast. He never wanted fucking Colby fucking Covington. Go wrestle at RAF, you bitch, and drink your fucking happy beer or whatever it is. Like, God, the night after RAF, I was, flipping through YouTube, and I saw like they were showing like highlights. Weidman was up. Weidman almost fucking won that, and then like Colby gets 4 points at the very end. It goes to overtime, I think. Anyways, I don't know how wrestling is scored. And then obviously Colby pulled it off. But when Colby wrestles Arman is going to smoke him. Arman could probably give Colby a 10-point lead, and Arman would probably win by 10.
I tell you, Arman getting the win over Colby is pretty impressive because Colby's good. And the fact that he got the win over Weidman, whether it was controversial or not, I am impressed. Like, I am impressed. Whether it's, hey, he's got one leg now or he's however old he is. Weidman's legit. Like, he's a legit wrestler. And he knows what he's doing. But I don't know. I watched a little bit of it. I was falling asleep, and I can't get into it. Did you watch it live?
No, I seen it the next day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't. I tried on Gummy Gang, and I wound up watching sumo instead. Like I couldn't even. I was like fast forwarding. I was like, man, this is putting me to sleep, man. I don't understand how. Like today, did you ever get the kids into jiu-jitsu?
No, I wish. God, if I could go back in time, I would have.
Well, you still could, right? I mean, you still could get into it. I mean, there's adult stuff. What's that?
They could care less. I don't
really?
think I could pay jiu-jitsu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was watching some adults today getting their white belts. I was like, okay, never too late. But
yeah, I used to play this game, and like we had like this whole community on. I think it was the Line app, and this guy would always send me videos of his son competing at like fucking 6 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old in jiu-jitsu, and like he was winning all these tournaments, and like that was really, really cool to see, like these, because if you're going to learn any, mixed martial arts discipline, jiu-jitsu is the fucking one to learn. You're going to beat ass with jiu-jitsu.
Well, yeah, I think when you have a kid involved in it, it really changes how you feel about jiu-jitsu, like especially with tournaments and stuff like that. It's going to get crazy. Yeah, when your kid's going against the other kid, and you want to see if how they could perform and stuff. And it's a good self-defense. I don't know if it's the best, to be honest. Like I think, man, for girls maybe. Like I don't know if it's the best for a guy, because like if you're in a bar, if you're in a bar fight, I guess you could submit somebody. But it's just I just can't picture a street fight where someone pulls guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
that's a good point.
It's like, come on.
Remember,
he's on the ground. Yeah, come on, bring it down here, bro. We do it up there. Come on down here. Like now, a lot of times it does land. It does hit the ground, right? So if it does in a street fight, which a lot of the time it does, then you're in pretty good shape. But I mean, I don't know.
I just remember hearing, like, I was watching some Joe Rogan podcast probably 15 years ago, and he had this, I can't remember, this white bald-headed guy. He went to prison, and he was a Brazilian black belt in jiu-jitsu. And like he was talking about some of his first nights there. He was like fighting off 3 fucking people, choking this dude out with his arms, and then like submitting this guy with his legs. Like it's like, again, it's stories, right? So you don't know if it's actually true or not. But I doubt it's bullshit. Maybe it doesn't happen exactly like he called it. But
I mean, if you're fighting guys that don't know how to fight, you're gonna fuck them up for sure.
And that's the other thing, right? Yeah. Not know how, like they don't know how to fight exactly.
I do like the family atmosphere of it though. I will say that, like, they really make it a family thing, especially some of these bigger gyms and stuff or academies, whatever you want to call them. It is really cool to see that, that respect and that discipline and that family feeling when they all go to battle together, like they're going to these competitions and it's one team versus that team and shit. It's actually really cool. It is a pretty cool environment. So I do respect that, and watch me turn into a jiu-jitsu junkie. That'd be crazy, man. That'd be nice.
Now what the fuck is up with, like you were talking about with Coker on the fucking Weasel show? How he's actually asking Coker some hard questions. Why the fuck does he not do that with MVP? Does it just because he's got Jake Paul's balls in his mouth and so he can't? Like, what's up with that?
I don't know. I don't like. Yeah, now that Ariel's on the payroll with MVP, it is a little weird. Like, he kind of nerfs some of the questions in one way and goes hard in another way. Like, I feel like if you're a journalist, once you start working for a company, like as an actual interview, like, I don't know, a personality, that's it. It's over. Like, you're not, like, everything else falls apart. Like, you're not a journalist anymore. You're an analyst. You're I don't know. It's weird. We live in a hybrid time where everyone's got a podcast, everyone's got a show. So you got fighters and you got this person and that person. But if you're attached to the UFC, like a Bisping or a Cormier, you can't go all in because you're on the payroll. And now Ariel being on the payroll of MVP fucks up his whole show. It fucks everything up, that he's built.
Know.
So I don't know where it's going to go from there.
Do you know how much better Okamoto would be than fucking Ariel Helwani? My fucking God. I fucking can't stand him, Moss. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
I actually, when they did that show, DC and Ariel on ESPN, that was actually on like ESPN like a couple of days a week. I forget. I think it was ESPN2 maybe, but like I was like, oh, this isn't bad, right? I still love DC way more, but Ariel wasn't terrible. But once the feud with the UFC happened, he just became insufferable.
Yeah.
And his fucking Canadian weasel voice, go fuck off, man.
I tell you, it's and also doing interviews too. When you start becoming buddy and you're the one booking the interviews, you become super biased as well. One of the most relieving things, and I'm never gonna abandon it because eventually I'll start doing interviews again. But I tell you, this stretch of not doing interviews, I mean, I understand it's not networking wise, it probably hurts, but it makes me feel so free that I could say whatever the hell I want. Like I literally can talk about whatever. As a fan doing the show, I feel like it's so much better to do a show that way because I can just be completely unbiased. As soon as I bring a fighter on and I become friendly with them, I start being a little more biased in directions and shit like that. But being free of that stuff and not attached to any companies right now, I tell you, it's a lot more freeing to do. I mean, you're not making as much money doing that, but at least you can do a more pure show. Whereas you got guys like Ariel and some of these other big podcasts, they're all attached to something, which means they're biased.
Yeah, it's a good point. No, it's a great point. The Cody Durden rule, right?
Yeah, I mean, I die with the dirt. I die with the dirt.
The Durden is...
Hold on, we got Freeze donation. Hold on a second. Let me play this real quick. Thank you, Freeze. Coming in with the 2.
Fears always brings it. He might be wrong about Gaethje's beating Top Warrior, but he always brings it.
What do you got to say about that?
Fuck yeah, Freeze. Let's go, baby.
There you go. Look at that. The bromance we never knew we needed, but we want.
I'm a patriot, right? I'm an American. I'm a Gaethje fan, but I'm also a realist, right? And it's like miracles do happen, right? Miracle on ice. Like, let's not forget that. You know, Strickland did beat Hamzat. Let's not forget that, right? Miracles do happen. You know, you don't know what's going to be like in the humidity, right? With the bugs, you know, and again, like not every fight does the fighter, you know, perform the best. Now, Ilya is Ilya. The guy is phenomenal. He's probably going to knock him out. But again, like, you know, because of his size, like, and I asked Greg in the chat, like, are you picking, you know, Topuria over Arman and Islam? And he said, yes, he would, but it would be as big, like his toughest fights. Like when he beats Gaethje, right? Those are only his next fights. It has to be fucking Arman. It has to be Islam. You know, and then, you know, we'll really get to see because, you know, Islam is a big fucker. Like, he's big. You know, obviously fighting at welterweight now, 170 pounds. That motherfucker was a weight bully going down to 155. I mean, it's gonna be tough for Ilya against Islam. But God, I want to see that fight so much. That really should have been the fight, right? And again, you don't know who pulled out who on the White House, but you know, it's like talk about these Dagestani fighters. They fight once a year. Like, you know, at least the Sean Stricklands of the world. Justin Gaethje just fought, you know, for Pete's sake. Like these fucking fighters from Dagestan that fight once a year. I'm so sick of it, right? God. Yeah, you can perform your best when you're fighting once a year.
Yeah, that is a little weird that as soon as, and it's not just Dagestanis though, it's a lot of times as soon as people just become champs, things change. Everything changes. There's always an excuse why they can't defend. Now, hopefully Sean, you know, gets right back out there and defends and this and that. But even Sean's had breaks, but that's because of outside of the UFC things, right? It is weird when people become champions. They're like, okay, now everything slows down and you got to work on my schedule. I got the belt. I can hold shit up. And the reason why we're seeing so many neckbeards hold things up is just because they're champions. I think it's just a champ thing that we're having problems with. Like, who's an active champion right now? I mean, I guess Pereira, sort of, right? Pereira would be the guy.
He would be probably the most active. I would have to say that.
Yeah.
If obviously Volkanovski.
Yeah, Volk.
But he's not.
You could tell he wants to stay active just because of his age. He said he wants to put a lot out there, but I mean, it's just not a common thing. A lot of these guys will not just keep fighting because it's like they don't want to lose that belt. They want to put the right fight in place. They want to get the right amount of money. It just so happens a lot of these neckbeards are the guys right now.
Yeah, and it's just like with the welterweight division, you know, with Morales, you know, and you know the Cuck, Ian Gary, and there's another one. Carlos Prates. Like I want to see these guys fight, you know, Islam. And I honestly think that Prates would probably be the one I'd probably want to see the most, but he's the one that has, you know, like he's going to get taken down, but he's going to get up, but he's got size. He's obviously got that striking. I mean, I really want to see like Islam, you know, defend multiple times, but to see that we're going to have to wait 3 years for 2 fights.
Yeah.
You got the whole Ramadan every year. You know, that takes 6 months out of the equation.
That's true.
Every single year.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
You can't fight because of Ramadan. I get it. You're fucking Muslim. But come on. Like, don't hold up the division for Ramadan.
That's right. You got to fight fasting. Fight fasting. Who was the fighter that did go through a train? One of them did go through a training camp recently. And they were in the middle of fasting, which I thought was crazy. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I can't remember that.
Who was in the chat? Let me know. You know, I got to say this.
Was it Paul?
I don't remember which one it was. I will say this. I'm not a big fan of Colby Covington. But I will say, when he called Ian Gary Corner McGregor, I think that was pretty funny. I got to give him that one. Corner McGregor?
I didn't hear that one. Corner McGregor.
Yeah, corner, because he sits in the corner and watches his wife bang everyone else. Corner McGregor. I was like, all right. Well played, Colby. Well played. Corner McGregor. Oh my! And now he's sitting in the corner, just being a good boy while the UFC just drags it out. Who's gonna fight Islam next? It's like, damn, dude. Like, Ian just getting the shaft, man. It's crazy, man.
But how butthurt did Kobe get not getting to the White House, right? Like, he retired because of it, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Chimaev?
he knew after his...
Well, there you go. They're saying it's Chimaev went through a camp with Ramadan. So,
Cum shot?
yeah, yeah. There you go.
Possible.
I think Hamzat's a
He
weird
still can't-
one, too, because Hamzat had the visa thing, and then he had that bizarre COVID. Like, he had those weird illnesses and shit, too.
Yeah.
If he didn't have those two problems, he probably would be more active. But
You know
I think
what?
that's
I wonder,
sidelined
because
him.
like he did get sick, like obviously pretty bad a couple of times. I wonder if it's because he cut so much weight, like he compromises his immune system. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I'm sure weight cutting didn't help. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't
And
help
all
the
that
situation
water out
at
of your
all.
body. Yeah, it's not healthy for sure. Did you hear Melquizael Costa is moving up to lightweight?
I saw that he weighs like 193 now. And I was like, what? What the fuck? 193? Let me see if I can pull it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think he talked about that he was cutting 22 fucking kilos to make lightweight or flyweight. Featherweight. God, I can't think.
If that's the case, if this dude's walking around at 193, it's like, dude, why didn't you do this earlier? Like, what the hell, man? What's going on? He looked like Allen made him look like he doesn't belong there.
And that thing when I talk about, right, like you're like every time you fight, you can't be at your best. Melquizael was phenomenal his last like 5 fights, like Dan Ige. And I can't remember the other ones off the top of my head, but he looked great. And then like you said, he looked like ass against Brendan Allen. Like Brendan Allen looked like Superman that night. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. And I'm curious, I know you saw that clip of Gene Silva like going after him or something like that, like coming and talking to him. It was all in Portuguese, and I never saw it translated. So like I don't know what his beef is with Costa, but that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I think Silva is just an emotional train wreck.
Head case.
Yeah. Which I love, but yeah, I don't even think he knows if he's beefing. Like, he doesn't even know what the hell's going on at the moment. He just starts crying and getting mad at people for no reason, and yeah, who the hell knows what's up with that guy? But Gene needs to fight soon, man. I want to see that guy manipulate a way to get him back on track to go to a belt or something. He's great. I love watching that guy.
Yeah.
All right.
And then finally, we're going to see Islam. They still haven't announced it. August is getting close. Like, let's announce a fucking fight. Why don't we?
It is weird. Yeah, they are. Well, I'm guessing because that McGregor Holloway thing, I guess what they're doing now is the contracts are signed. These fighters are in camps. They're just waiting for the appropriate time to say, okay, this is the fight. So, but the weird thing is, like, you would think fans would want time to get ready to travel and, figure out ways to get to certain events. It's weird that they're waiting so long because it kind of sabotages that. That doesn't make any sense. But there's got to be a fight that's just locked in already, or maybe they might just be waiting for the White House card if Ilya wins and he's not. Maybe they can turn him around quickly and have that. Dude, Ilya Islam is fucking huge. Like, that's huge.
Yeah, super fight. It's a super fight. Let's be real.
Yeah,
that is the biggest fight you could possibly make.
Easily right
outside
now the biggest fight
of a Conor McGregor. If Conor McGregor won.
Yeah, Conor would have to win a couple of fights to make it interesting. But yeah,
and he probably's not going to sign again with the UFC, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, J Beers, man. Appreciate the call.
Hey, let White House, we're getting close, baby.
That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful holes. Love you guys.
Let's go, man. That's J Beers calling in. J Beers bringing the heat. Bring in the heat. What do we got? We got Freeze coming in. Thank you, Freeze, for the donation.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Freeze.
Mose, is it bad that I'm a fan of Khamzat? I was glad Strickland won, but felt kinda bad for Khamzat. They gotta run it back,
I
right?
like Khamzat. I don't know. I feel like, especially off a loss, it's tough to say you're a fan of Khamzat, like, without getting shit on. But I like Khamzat too, man. I do. A problem is his activity. That's one thing that's tough to defend. But I guess if you look at him getting sick and the visa situations, that did sideline him for a little bit. But I'm a fan too, and I think they should run it back. Imavov, I guess, technically needs a rematch. But that happened already. Allen happened already. I feel like Strickland's already been there, done that. Duplessis, we've already seen that twice. So it's like when you look at the roster, it's just like, just run it back with Khamzat. It was so much fun, the lead up. If Khamzat winds up winning the rematch, then you got a trilogy fight there. It does kind of hold up the division. But I don't know. I think would you guys really rather see Imavov? Would that get your I mean, Imavov's looked good, and it's a redemption fight for him. But I don't know. I would love to see it run back with Khamzat. I don't know. Let me know what fight you would rather see, Imavov or Khamzat. Thank you, Freeze. We got Tetra.
Don't gotta come at me sideways. I'm just saying it's not good for attention. TBF it KO you with my saber. No matter what it is.
How dare you.
_MMA-Holes. For life _Michael ANZ.
I understand. Every time, it's just weird. Every time I peek in the chat, I'll see Tetra say something. I'm like, what the fuck is he saying now? Like, it just throws you. And I think you do it by design. Like, you're like, oh, he's not reading my comments, so let me. And the only reason why I say that is because I've gotten DMs from you saying, why are you skipping my comments? So, like, I know what you're doing. Like, you're trying to get a rise out of me or something like that to get me to read the comment. I get it. But sometimes you come at me with these comments and not knowing the full story, and it's like, and you got to understand, like, I'm, like, legit upset. I'm legit upset about, like, me not being able to go Holes Fest. People could still go, and we could still have a whole thing and make a big thing about it. But I'm upset I can't go. Like, I'm legit, like, devastated about it. So when you, like, open up that wound again and then make it like it's my fault or some shit, like, there are things out of my fucking control, you know? So if you're gonna kick me in the nuts, man, like, I don't know, just cut it out. Like, what the like, I don't know, it's just annoying. I had a fucking bad day, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go check. Yeah, you've said that. See, he's got, like, multiple personalities. Like, he doesn't even remember. You've come into my DMs and said, why are you not reading my comments? You've said it in the chat before. Why are you not reading my comments? It's like, bro, I'm not purposely ignoring you. It's not happening. And then when I bring it up, you pretend it never happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you could ask Jesse too. Jesse said it, like, you know, we've both for years, like, this has been going on. So it's just like, nothing against Tetra. He's been around. He's been supportive. So we appreciate that. But god damn it. Sometimes it's just like, fuck. Every time I look in there, it's something stupid. You know? And I'm probably missing the good ones. But for some reason, I see this dumb one. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go again. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a breath of fresh air right here. We got the Trap Lords here. Trap Lord, how you doing? Uh-oh. Are you are you skydiving right now?
No.
Okay. I hear a lot of...
my head. Sorry.
Okay, what's going on, man?
Nothing. Just trying to pass the time till you call.
Oh, okay, man. Yeah, I know. Jay Beers was going, right?
He was.
Yeah. So you don't like Ilya, right?
Never did.
Okay. All right. Tell me why you dislike Ilya Topuria. I want to hear it.
His attitude.
Oh, okay.
I hope he gets beaten. Somebody beats him. Somebody.
Nice. You're not the only one. A lot of people want to see him go down.
I don't care how he gets beaten. I just want him beaten.
You want him done. Someone's got to put a hit on him, right?
Something.
Yeah, Ilya Topuria.
Submission, technical submission.
Okay.
Technical knockout.
Sick of his BS.
Also the Dagestani fighters.
Okay.
I only know a few Dagestani fighters who are decent. Khabib was undefeated, but he was kind of boring.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So you're not a fan of Daggy fighters? You thought Khabib was boring?
Plus, he was too religious.
Okay.
To the point where I found on Wikipedia where he decided to take a Russian rapper out of his he decided to get a Russian rapper to cancel all his tours in Dagestan, tour days in Dagestan, because he's criticizing rap music.
Okay. Wow.
This Wikipedia though, important.
Okay. Excellent. Hey, you got anything else, man?
I don't know.
One of the best. You might be one of the king of the car. You're excited about the White House card?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want Gaethje to win.
All right, I want quick predictions here. Throughout, we're gonna go through the entire White House card.
I want Derek Lewis to win.
Okay, you want Lewis? Okay. What about Pereira versus Gano? Who you like?
Pereira.
Okay.
I don't like what Gon did to Aspinall.
He's a filthy cheat. That's right. Okay. And Zahabi versus O'Malley. Who you want?
I guess Zahabi. I don't really like Sean O'Malley.
Okay.
I don't hate him. I just don't like him.
All right. So Zahabi for the win. Canada for the win there. And you said you want Lewis or Hookit?
I don't Lewis or Hogan. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Doesn't matter there. What about Chandler versus
I still
Rufy?
like Chandler versus Chandler should have had McGregor.
Chandler should have fought McGregor, you're saying?
Yeah, he's been asking for that for years.
Okay. And yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get the fight that we were promised, right?
I wanted that too. I really did. I just want Chandler to knock shit out of McGregor. Even though I do like the fact that McGregor's BMF chair compared to the last two BMS. Last two fought for the BMF belt. You already know about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, that would be something else, right? Chandler knock it out. Okay, I like it. So who do you think's winning, Rufy or Chandler? Who are you picking in this one?
I guess Chandler.
Oh, nice. I like it. Michael Chandler. Wow, that's a good one there. Okay, interesting. Kyle Dacus or Bo Nickel? What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Who cares, right?
I just want fireworks less.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, I'm going to ask you one more, and then we'll let you go. Steve Garcia or Diego Lopez?
What?
Are you still there?
I don't like Diego Lopez.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Garcia all day, right?
I don't care, but I just don't like Diego Lopez.
I want to see Garcia standing over Lopez's mullet, like with a machete in his hand, just standing over him. Well, Lopez is like blood just slowly trickling out of his mouth.
Come to think of it, I'm with you.
Yeah, right. Garcia. And then, he looks like a bat, too, so I want to see Garcia. After he does that, he flies away into the night, and then starts eating bugs. Right? Yeah.
Anything else in your fights?
That's it, man. That's it. Okay. All right. Roy Traplord, you did it again. Thank you.
All right.
There we go.
See you later.
That's Roy Traplord. He might be the new king of the calls. JBers, you got some... I got the links to the person that said they wanted to call in. It's a link so you can call in from anywhere in the world. Click that link before it's too late. We're over 2 hours, and we got what do we got here? John. Oh, we got the Hokit.
Dude,
are you wearing eyeliner, or is that your eyelashes?
I don't know. There's something wrong. I just grow out my hair.
Oh, okay. You got very luscious eyelashes. I like your eyelashes.
Yeah.
You have luscious eyelashes.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Me and Josh Hogan are going to inject the UFC with a legal dose of poison. The NWO. And we're going to get the Black Beast. And we're going to whoop his ass. 1-on-1. Knockout. First round.
Wow. Holy cow. Wait, this is Josh Hogan? I forgot.
And Michael Chandler?
Yeah.
He's going to win too because he's eating bugs. He's literally training. Eating bugs. No joke.
Really?
Look it up.
He's eating bugs.
Yeah.
What kind of bugs is he eating? Do you know?
I don't know. He's running outside eating bugs.
Is it because
I guess it's something to do.
Because of
I'm serious.
Because of the White House card?
Because of
a lot of bugs?
Being outside and bugs and shit.
Yeah. Okay, so Michael Chandler's training and eating
bugs.
bugs.
So Alex is gonna knock out the French bastard and Lopez is going to win, and Bo Nickel's going to win by sub. And
nice.
I think and then Justin Gaethje's going to win.
And Gaethje's going to win too? Okay.
The American's got to win.
Wow.
There's something dark about Elia. He's a satanic black magic sick shit, and Justin Gaethje's going to eliminate him.
Whoa. Man, what a sight that's going to be.
Tony Ferguson's soul in him. He took care of Tony, and Tony's part of him now. So now they're going to take out this black magic.
Oh, wow.
BJ Penn, I hear, is going to be a special ring announcer.
Really? They're going to bring BJ in?
No, I'm just kidding. Not really.
Okay. I would like
anyway, I'll leave you guys to it, and God bless y'all. Good night.
All right. Hell yeah. That was a great call. Look at that. Wow. Unbelievable call. We got Jamie coming in. Jamie, welcome back.
That guy had quite the look. I could see from me.
Oh, you saw his eyelashes, right? Cool. They didn't look real. They looked like they were stick-on.
Yeah, it looked like his eyes were closed for most of the whole interview. Wow.
Does he not look like Cody Durden a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Right, you got a little Cody Durden. I like this guy. I like him. He's the guy, the Incredible Hulk, and yeah, he's good. All right, so what do you got going on?
I just wanted to shout out Raw Trap Lord, my favorite MMA hole.
Wow.
That was his best interview.
He might have might have been the best time he's ever called in. Yeah, he was in the zone. He was calling in from he jumped out of a plane. He had like the air flowing through the phone call, and he was rapid fire picks, hot takes.
Every time he's on, I just think of whenever he started snoring on that stream. It's my favorite moment ever. I cried laughing so hard.
Yeah, that's guys. Gummy Gang, Jimmy Kimmel on the thumbnail, which I don't think we have any other than one. But Jimmy Kimmel thumbnail. I don't know. Did anyone timestamp that? Someone's got to timestamp that in the comments. Very funny.
It was throughout the whole stream. I literally was putting it on while J Beers was talking.
That you were listening to him snoring while J Beers was talking?
Yeah, I was just laughing the whole time. Yeah. Sorry, no offense, J Beers.
All right, next time you call in, can you play that in the background like that? Him snoring?
Yes, I will. I'll do that next time for sure.
All right, cool.
But that's all I had.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Look at that, Jamie calling in. Yeah, if you guys missed that, on the second channel, we were doing a gaming stream. We were playing DayZ. And Raw Trap Lord, the gentleman that called in with all the predictions and everything like that, Raw Trap Lord came in, and he fell asleep on the panel. And we're playing. Everyone's having fun. We're all meeting up in this game. We're hanging out. And all of a sudden, the snoring was so loud that it became a segment. It became the theme. It was like singing to us in his sleep. And some people were upset. Some people were laughing. It's a must listen to segment. Fantastic. I played it for my dad, and he disowned me, but it was very, very funny. The Jimmy Kimmel one. Very funny episode. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the phone calls. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Big thanks to the donators out there. By the way, to Tetra, listen, it's all good, man. It's just like every once in a while I look in there and I see something like sometimes I gotta stick the claws out. But I'm very protective over the brand and the community and the show. So anytime someone comes at me, it's like, I gotta put those claws out. But to anyone that is going to Vegas for Holes Fest is still happening. The Mystical can't go, unfortunately, but Holes Fest is still going. If you still have the hotel booked, if you have airfare or whatever, you're going to be in Las Vegas, International Fight Week. You still have the ceremonial weigh-ins. You still have the the pre-fight press conference where Conor McGregor is going to be involved in. It's completely free. So make sure when it's out there to the public, get your tickets for it. It's completely free. And let me know in the Discord or DM me at the MMA-Holes. Let's gather you guys up. We'll get you on a call while we're doing our lives. Maybe even when we're doing the fights, we can tune into what's going on in Vegas, what's happening on the Strip. So definitely hit me up. I'm definitely going to be available to intertwine and try to get some content with you guys from Las Vegas, Nevada. So let me know if you're still going. And Renee, someone find Renee. I'm going to send him the wristband so he can distribute them and send them out to the peeps. We got some alerts here. Let's play them before we get out. We got Farees.
Wonderful.
Mose, I heard they have to replace heavy bags every week in Top Warriors camp cause he hits so hard, and Gaethje's gotta fight that dude.
So, man, thank you for the $2. Gaethje, I mean, we all know he's got his hands full for this fight, and when people start really despising a fighter because they keep winning and knocking their favorite fighters out, I start becoming an instant fan, right? I don't know. I love the bad guy. I love watching a movie with that just intense. Ilya's a bad dude, right? He's a bad dude. He's got the kiss of death in his hands. He's got this smug little rodent attitude that people are just like, oh, I just want to see this guy lose. And that makes me really enjoy things like that. So, yeah, it would be some sight if Gaethje wins on the White House, gets the big upset, America gets the job done. It would be fantastic. But I got to say, Ilia Topuria, I'm not going to say when he knocks out Justin Gaethje, That shit's going to be crazy, man. Like, it's just like, it's going to set up so much. He could actually fight Islam at 170, become a triple champ, like how Alex is going for it. This could be undisputed. We're talking crazy stuff. See, this is, oh, man. Hold on. Just check the message. And why the fuck would you try to throw the conversation? Because you're being a dick. Listen, you're being a dick. I don't think you understand. By throwing heat at me for not being able to go to Holes Fest, right? For legit reasons. Like, I have legit reasons. For me not being able to go. And, like, trying to, like, throw shade at the brand. Throw shade at, you know, what I've been building for 10 years. Of course I'm going to hit you in the nuts, bro. Like, if it's a fight, I'm not making that shit fair. Like, if you're coming at me and attacking, like, what puts food in my kids' mouths, of course I'm going to kick you in the nuts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not the person to dance with. Like, I am not that guy. So, like, if you want to come at me, I'm game, but I'm not going to play fair. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to stack the deck.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You know what, M with Tetra. Fuck you, Mos. Not reading everyone the comments. Canceling the clan meeting. There's a place reserved for you in hell.
Man, I don't know. I just don't like it, man. I don't like it. Like, when you try, like, I mean, you know, I work hard at this. I put a lot of effort into this shit, you know? Like, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of times not with my family and shit like that to, you know, to keep the community together. And when shit happens and I can't fucking deliver on something, it drives me nuts. It's not many times where I have to cancel on something. But here's the problem. The UFC canceled first. The UFC canceled the expo. If the expo was still happening, I'd still be going. I would still be going. I would get in, do the expo, and get the hell out. I can't fucking do it now. I can't. Actually, I got to be honest with you. It's going to be tough money-wise. It's going to be tough to do. But I would still try to find a way to make it there. The reason why I canceled is because of the situation at... Why am I explaining what am I doing? It's like I feel like I'm chasing my tail.
Aw, super chat.
I can't keep it sucked into the stupidest conversation.
What are your ethnic origins?
So I am half Italian. The other predominant is Irish, but I do have some Polish. I do have some German, and I'm like a mutt on my mom's side. So she's half Irish, and then it's just a complete cluster. But I am half Italian. That's for sure. Everything else, I got to get that. What's it called? I got to do that DNA thing or whatever. Jessie did it. She found out some interesting stuff. I got to do that too. I'm half Jew. I'm a Jew. Maybe, who knows? I mean, maybe that would be weird if my mom's side there's some Jewish connect. I don't think there is, but there might be. But now that we found out that that Sean Strickland likes Jews, I'm good. All right, guys. Chrome coming in. Thank you, Chrome, very much. By the way, shout out to the people. Make sure you hit that notification bell. If you're a night owl, I go live on the phone streams. Now, it does go members only, so become a member so you can catch the replay. But if you can't do that, make sure you got the notification bell rung, because when I do those late night streams and stuff like that, if you're not getting alerts, most likely you don't have all notifications rung. Make sure that's rung so you can hang with us late. And we do phone streams and talk some shit. We kind of go off the rails on the phone streams.
Aw, super chat.
Crow.
Change the name of the show to Broken Promises.
The one thing I can't deliver in 10 years. I'm never going to live it down. Damn, man. I'm like McGregor, right? I pull out of one fight. One fight, I'll never live it down. Damn. Well, I'll see you in Arizona. I'll be in Arizona, so bring your cowboy boots. All right, thank you, Chrome. Top notch. Let's go, man. All right, thank you, Chrome. Thank you, everyone that donated to the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you to all the members. Tomorrow, maybe a Gummy Gang stream on the second channel. On the main channel, we'll be back Thursday. Very similar show. We do the news. We'll take some phone calls. You know, we do the goal, but everyone's been great. We can open up the phone lines. But Thursday night, we'll dial into more of the card that's happening on Saturday, which is at a normal time, thank God. right? No, not this. I can't believe this is next weekend, right? The Freedom Fight card? That's crazy. Topuria Gaethje. We finally get to see what's going to go down. It's going to be nuts, man. Freedom Fight 250. It will be a quick card, though. That's the only negative. It's not going to be a long card. Maybe I'll hang out later.
Most I feeling a UFC messed it up when they canceled Expo.
Yeah, that was a blow. I tried. It was like a sinking ship, and I tried to plug up the holes, and then once that bill came in, I was fucked. Yeah, the Expo really screwed things up. The Expo really screwed that up. The first time in 14 years they canceled the Expo. Completely out of my control. But it is what it is. Team Flagstaff. Let's go, Flagstaff, baby. Yeah, so AZ, next 3 years, the UFC is going to be here in AZ for some big events. So that's going to be fun, man. We're going to have some fun shit to put together for that, where I can't cancel because I live here. So it's not like I could just basically leave, do it, and come back, you know? So that's going to be fun. AZ incoming. But all right, guys, thank you guys for stopping by. Before we get going here, what are we playing? I need to make a White House song. I mean, we have Conor McGregor White House song. I need to be doing that. What should I play, guys? What you got any requests? What should I play on the way out? I'll play a request real quick. All the casual trolls and CTE turds thought it comes out will win. Well, if there's a rematch, they're probably going to think the same thing. You could have showed up to Holes Festa 2026 for some Jackbox. The Browns? You want the Browns? You're Irish Italian. I mean, pretty much. I always say I'm Irish Italian. That's what I usually do. But I'm kind of a mutt on the second half of my mom's side. Daddy Dana? Oh, man. McGregor on drugs. Ooh, man. There's some good requests in here. Daddy Dana. Oh, man. Daddy Dana. The Browns love it. Browns love it. Oh, man. Oh, this is crazy. What am I going to play? All right, you ready? Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole. See you next time.
Hey, I'm the man who loves to watch people fight on cages in their underwear. I like to watch people fight half naked, in a cage half naked. Dana likes to watch people fight half naked, in a cage half naked. Do it for Daddy Dana White. Daddy Dana, do it for Mr. Bean's face. Daddy Dana, it's gonna be incredible. I am Daddy Dana White. I like to watch people fight naked, half naked in a cage. Daddy Dana, do it for Mr. Bean's face. Daddy Dana, it's going to be incredible. Daddy Dana, do it for Mr. Bean's face. Daddy Dana, it's going to be incredible. Now power set that like. Power set that like. Do it for Daddy Dana White.
Federal fucking prison.